This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately. Hey, Ann Healy. Thank you. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Well, tonight's the Delphi call-in show, where you call in and we discuss the Delphi case once a week on Sundays. Okay? But before we do that, we've got to get to some more pressing matters. The first one is that it's actually Becky Patty's birthday today. So I'm going to go ahead and have Mary Lou try to sing a rendition for her birthday. All right, Mary Lou, you ready?
Oh gosh, okay, I'll give it a shot, man.
Man? What do you mean, man? Okay, jeez.
Gee, Gray. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday, dear Becky Patty. Happy birthday, dear Becky Patty. Happy birthday, dear Becky Patty. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
Wait, you need to quit smoking cigarettes, Mary Lou. Okay? God.
Well, I just started last week. Why do you think? Oh, man. I'll quit, Ray.
Okay, good. Man, Mary Lou needs to get her voice fixed a little bit there. You ever notice that? Yeah. So in honor of the birthday, what we're going to do right now is we're going to head on over, mosey on over to the Abby and Libby ballpark here. And we're going to go ahead and donate some money here, as long as it works. Okay, there we go. $500. All right. We're going to donate with PayPal. Now, I'm going to leave the screen because sometimes it shoots over to my PayPal account. I'll bring it back, though. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Here we go. Oh, you have to sign in. See, that's why I knew that's what it was. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, man. Come on. Work. Oh boy. Okay. One more time. Huh. Well, it's a cap. Oh, the cap locks was on. Ah, jeez. Don't you hate that when the cap locks are on? You don't even notice it. All right, there we go. Wow. I was like, holy crap, did somebody change my password? All right. So there it is. There it is, everybody. And we're going to hit the Donate Now button. Okay, so unlike the other channels out there, we'll be donating money to the ballpark fund. Okay. There we go. Thank you for donating $500 to the Libby Nabby Park Foundation. Okay, you see that on the screen right there? All right, excellent, excellent. And then let me go check my email. I'm sure an email will come in here in just a second. And then we'll show you guys that, just so you know. So that's where some of the funds go that are donated to this channel. Okay? So just know that whenever you send in a super chat, a large portion goes to charity. This is one of those things. Since we collect it all during the month, we have larger funds to be able to give to various organizations. All right, is it there yet? Okay. Well, when the receipt comes in the PayPal, I'll let you know. But here is the, I can show you, it's an actual website there. Thanks for donating 500. Okay, there you go. So boom, and on Becky's birthday, we just sent 500 to the Libby and Abby Park Foundation. All right. Okay. Now, you guys remember last night I did this. I did a show. I apologize to people that may have offended, and I told you if you're not interested in it, then if you don't like the way I am, then don't watch the show and just unsubscribe and go do something else. Okay, because I'm not going to be changing. Okay. Now, after the show last night, the Charles Manson with the Druid outfit on, he emailed me and he said, "If you were serious, I will keep the video down." So he's trying to use the video as leverage. I know you will. Okay. Hey, thank you, Susan Graves. All right.
Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be Chewbacca if you want me to.
He says, "I know you will still be an ass sometimes. You're not perfect, but if you actually try, that is enough for me." Okay, so I was like, okay, cool. I wish you luck out there. Well, okay, that sounds great and everything. But today, that clown put out an entire live show where he called me idiot numerous times. He had a guest on. They just attacked me for an hour. And he said, "But if Gray ever attacks back, we're going to put this video back up." I tell you what, here's what I'm saying. I'm just going to do me. If you want to put the video back up, go ahead. Okay? Here's what I'm going to tell you, though. If you put that video up, the email that you accidentally sent out that had all the names of the people that are part of this little cabal that you have set up, I will reveal each one of their names one after the other on a live show. And some of the names out there would actually shock you that they're on there. Okay? So the fact that you went out and did a show the very next day shows me that you are a shitty person. You are not a good person. Especially when you sent me an email, I sent you nice ones back. You are a shit dirtbag person, okay? And everybody knows it now. So I'm going to do whatever the hell I want to do, okay? You're a joke. God. And that Wade guy that was in here? He's part of that email string. No wonder he was acting like that. He was on there too. Oh yeah, they're so condescending. Go watch that shit. Most condescending thing I've ever seen in my life. Unreal. The day after everything's solved, this clown goes out and puts out, go ahead, put it out there. I know I'm your best material. You have no material that's worth shit unless you have my name on it. And you put it out there and it's like, oh, look at me. I'm so great. I'm helping everybody. You're not helping shit, man. You are, God. And he lied on the show. The other day when I said, I put out on a video, I said that the new information, I said it on another live like this, and I said it on another show, because it just came out that day, that at the abandoned CPS building, there was an individual who saw the car at 8:45 in the morning, and he also saw it when he left at 2:15. Now he's telling everybody that I said, the car wasn't there at 2. Ooh, that changes everything. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's because he didn't listen. He can't think either. He admitted, too, on today's show, that he lied in the video he made. the one he put out the other day. Oh, God, he did some low blows. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Okay? So if you feel like you need to put the video back up, that's great, but you might want to check with the 22 other people that you accidentally sent out their names in a long list, because I will read off every one of them. And there are some that won't want their name as part of that. I can guarantee you that. All right? So you go ahead. All right? God, idiot. Jesus. Unreal. Now, the rest of you, you're fine. Okay? I'm not going to talk about you. This guy, wow. Embarrassing. All right. So anyways, today's show is a call-in show for the Delphi case. All right, so I just had to get that off my chest because that was something that just happened just prior to the show. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting that you would have somebody go, okay, Gray, thank you. And then they try to use, they can cut me down and call me idiot throughout their whole show. Yet if I say something back, they've got this video over my head. And yes, there might even be another one. I tell you what, put that one out too. Do all of the ones that you want to do. And you'll just see what happens, okay? You'll see what happens. Can't wait. It's going to be good stuff. God, God, what an embarrassment. All right. So, sorry, everybody. I had to come out and say that. Okay, see, that's the wrong guy. It's another troll pretending to be Harvey. Yeah, and I'm not going to say who I'm talking about, okay? Because that's all he does that's the only thing that anybody cared about that he ever did, was a stupid video bashing another creator over and over again with false takes in it. Yes, I said all those things out of context. Everything he said in there otherwise was false, okay? But he knows that. But God, it's the best video I've ever had. I want to put it back out. Do what you got to do, okay? But just know this, the second you do that, I will be releasing one by one all the names of the people that you accidentally put out there. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right? So I'm sorry if I let some of you guys down, but I can't have somebody like trying to hold something over my head like that. You guys understand that, right? I hope you guys get that. You can't have somebody out there saying, if you ever say anything mean again, like he even said, if I talk to a caller the wrong way, he's going to put it back up. Put it back up then. I don't care. God, what? Jeez. Are you joking with me? I'm just saying, I don't have any other choice here. I'm not going to be sitting around wondering if, wow, I didn't do the show yesterday because of his video. I thought it was funny at some points because it was like a highlight reel. It was awesome. The part that was, the reason I did it was because in some of the comments that people made, I could tell that some people felt bad about how they perceived the way I treated them. Okay? So I felt bad, so I was like, I'm sorry about that, and hey, why not? What the hell with it? I'm just going to move on and do my own thing. And yes, I'm going to do that. Okay? But I'm not going to allow people to go out there and trash me every single day, and then I can't say anything because there's this video that they made. Oh, wow, the greatest video in the world. Oh, by the way, he admitted that he spent 3 weeks in his basement. Does that ring a bell? Yeah. Okay. The guy's a lunatic. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah. So I hope I'm not upsetting some of you, but I can't have it like that. If you went and go over and watch that, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. He called me idiot over and over and over again. And then he said, and if Gray doesn't quit attacking other people, I'm going to put that video back up. Right, so you can attack me then over and over and over again. We just resolved it last night. You remember that, right? No, it's not him. So anyways, that's it. Okay, so sorry everybody. I am going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to try harder to, be a little bit, really hard to be better on the phones or whatever, and just in general to people, but just realize that this show, I am who I am, right? I just am. So if you don't like my personality, you might as well just unsubscribe. It's no big deal to me. Okay. Also, the other creators, go ahead and do what you want. But here's the thing. If you put out something that I can prove is false, I'm going to probably bring it up on a video and describe why it's false. I won't say I won't call you names or anything like that. but I might kind of question why you would put out something that's knowingly false. Okay, but I'm going to continue to do that too. All right. I don't know what that means, cold truth. Yeah, I really just can't. You know, I was just thinking about it. I get what they're saying. I shouldn't care what, you know, some of the crama community people do or something. That's just what they do and those kind of things. And I really shouldn't care about, you know, somebody's past or something like that. I do mentally, but I shouldn't talk about it because it's really sort of irrelevant to a case. Really, what I'm going to do, if you make a video that is false, I will say something. I will try not to be as, whatever you call it, asshole-ish on, you know, when I'm doing the show or whatever. But I can't guarantee anything because I am just a regular human being, everybody. Hey, cool, Trixie. All right. Thank you, Heaven Stars. Oh, God, it was just incredible how condescending he was sounding. Like he was this orator or something. Oh, God, it was just sick. And he has little lackey Wade calling in. Like he was the guy that was on here at the end of the show the other night. Remember him? That couldn't admit that telling somebody your wife's a mail order bride, knowing that the person who said it knew that my wife was Asian, so he assumed that, because if my wife was a brown-haired white person, he wouldn't have come up with that story. He would have thought something like, gosh, why would your wife have ever met you or married you? Instead of he came up with that. So I said at the end of the show, and he was like, okay, cool, and everything. And, you know, basically he wanted everybody to come watch him on that other channel. And even though we had all resolved everything was fine, he had to go on there and do his little condescending 20 minutes of rambling BS. Unbelievable. Oh, jeez. God. You'd think it would last 2 or 3 days, wouldn't you? Yeah, and he's mad. Here's what he's mad about. That I had a caller, he says, that was just fumbling around, and I was like, come on, you know, what's going on? And, you know, things weren't working. He goes, I love that caller. And I go, nobody cares what you think. And he goes, oh, God, oh, it was so made great. I mean, if somebody said that to you, would you spend 3 weeks in a basement picking little clips out of a video to make about somebody? Would you do that? Would a rational mind do that? No, I don't think so. If somebody said, nobody cares, Gray, what you're saying, if I was on somebody else's show, I'd go, well, screw you and leave, right? But I wouldn't sit for 3 weeks in a basement clipping little things out. Yeah. Unreal. It's sick. It's stalker-like. Really crazy obsession stuff. So anyways, you can go ahead and put that video out. The second it does, though, I will be releasing, name by name, a slow drip of all the people that you accidentally sent out on that email string of the people that are all colluding behind the scenes. And I'm sure they'll all be pumped with you. All right? Awesome. Hey, that was pretty cool, right? But I hope you guys are all staying over here when I'm doing my shows. We got to keep doing what we're doing. All right? I like my coffee mug. Did you get one? Yeah, it's crazy though. It's crazy. God, I can't believe it. I mean, don't you guys find that just disgusting? That after the show last night, he emails me. Or I'll even show it. It's right there on the screen. I'm not even going to try to hide it. There he is. If you were serious, I will keep the video down. See, he's already using it as leverage. I know you will be an ass sometimes. You're not perfect, but, you know, how condescending is that? But if you actually try, that is enough for me. And I said, sounds good, and I wish you luck out there. That's it. That's how it ended. But instead of that being it. His viewers were so upset with him that he accepted the apology, that he had to do a live stream anyways, even though, I mean, it was something they talked about, but you should have changed the theme, but he didn't do it. So then he went on there and he called me idiot, names throughout the entire thing, cut me down, slammed me into the pavement, and then he brought another guest on so they could do the same thing and act like they're so above it. They are so the orators of sanity, everybody. They're just really, what do you call them? Snowflakes is what it turns out. Okay, yes, I'm not perfect. When people call and they have the sound on, sometimes I'll say something. But he was literally saying that if I ever say something about a caller or anybody else on my show at all, then he's going to put the video back up. What do I have to do then? Sit around like a like in a straitjacket, just staring at the screen? I care because I did my show last night so I could do today's show and just sort of start moving on. But he couldn't do it. That's why. Yeah, that's it. I care because he's trying to blackmail me. That's why I care. Right. And I can't have, it's like extortion. Hey, the real quartet, you're not paying attention. You got to focus a little bit. You're kind of, you're out there. You're not focused. He's trying to use that as leverage against me. Yeah, he's just he's an embarrassment. Okay, so go ahead, put that back out, but just let you know that I will release all the names, and a lot of those people won't be happy that their name was released. Awesome. Okay. Anyways, so let's get back to Delphi now. I know everybody wants me to do that anyways, but I had to get that out of the way because I hope you guys support me in what I'm saying right now, because it's really, I have no other option. I'm not going to sit around waiting and waiting and waiting. I tell you what, put out your second video, put out the rap that he made, do all of it if you feel necessary. But again, I'll be releasing those names. Yeah. All right, thanks. But I know this isn't what I want to be doing, though. I'm just going to be doing my true crime shit that I'm doing, the stuff that I do, right? Every single day. But I can't not respond to something like that. If you went and saw the video, you'd see exactly what I'm talking about. I know it gets kind of old, but what do you do? Thanks, Michelle Nicholas. Yeah. So if you missed the beginning of the show, everybody, we donated $500 to the Abby and Libby Ballpark Fund. I'll be waiting when this clown, he does the same thing. We'll wait and see when that happens. And but we do it often. We've donated thousands of dollars.
It's Delphi Night Justice for Abby and Libby.
To the
Love
Ballpark Fund. And all they say is, oh, Gray's making money off the girls. No, here's the thing. The channel brings in money every single day of the month, and I take a large portion of that and donate it to charities, but I'm able to donate a lot more, or as a channel, because of how it goes throughout the entire month. Hey, thank you, Kimberly Ortega. Yeah. Gray, Kim, and Nash. I don't know who. Oh, Kim and Nash. Okay.
We love you and what you do, Gray. Kim and Nash, 100.
Signed by
star,
Kim and Nash.
Folded
Well,
hands, kissing face, heart.
Do I have to act out the images there? Let's see. Star, pray. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. What show again? Yeah. Said that we should not assume that the person saying... Ah, that was a long time ago. Daniel, that's just totally bogus at this point. They all believe the person on the bridge is the killer. That was like in the first week. I think it was the guy with the glasses. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Oh yeah, you missed the early show. That was me and Chasing Truth. I know. I was just ready to move on and just start a whole new chapter. But instead, that's not what was going on. And not only that, I had somebody, they were holding something up over my head, telling me I better do this or that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Can't do it. Just doesn't work. Yeah, so it's all on him. You know, he's the one who wanted to keep it going, but based on what he said, I had to respond because I'm not going to be held captive. God, he's just so childish. Wow. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. But so let me. So he also said on that show he just made something up. He said I was irresponsible because I didn't mention this guy that saw. It's not who he said it was too. He said it's the flannel shirt guy, and it's not. That's not who it is. There was a guy that saw the vehicle parked right here, and he said I was irresponsible for not putting it out on a Delphi show. Well, I did. We talked about it. We've even had callers call in about it. You know, it's like I put it out there. All right. So the thing is I've brought it up, and why is it irresponsible even if I didn't do that? It's like, it's just, I mean, it's just a ludicrous statement. Okay. So what it really is there's a guy that was working on this building right here. He saw a car parked right here at 8:45 when he got there. Then he worked, I guess he was still in there, and then when he left at 2:15, first he said 2:07, but I think he was conflating the time on the image. And then he said 2:15. He saw that as he left. It was still there when he left. So he completely made up some absolute bogus information on his channel, making, oh, it's changing everything, everybody. Oh, everything's changed now. Oh, it's all different because the car was gone at 2. We have to rethink this whole thing. That must have been before the 2. You know, God, give me a break. He didn't even hear it right.
I support you, Gray, and all that you do.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, Nat Man. I'm here to just be able to be me. Do you get what I'm saying, Nat Man? Yeah. So when somebody's trying to control me, hey, thank you, Amber Maiden. When someone's trying to control me, I got to be able to be me. So I'm saying right now, he can go ahead and put that video out. He's not going to have that over my head. But at the same time, I'll be putting out all the names of the people that he accidentally sent out in an email list. Because he's cuckoo, not too bright. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to, right? Let's see. All right. Yeah, probably. Yikes. All right, so over here, we'll just go back in time again. So way back in the day, 2017, February 13th, at, noon-ish, Abby and Libby were over at their grandmother's house. Becky, whose birthday it is today. We sang happy birthday at the beginning. And, Becky and Mike are the grandparents of Libby, but they're also the legal guardians, so I always call them parents. Because that's what a parent is, right? The one that takes care of you. That's what I say. So they were here and they said, hey, let's go hang out at the bridge. Let's go take some pictures. So they asked Becky, let's go do that. And Becky said, well, sure, you can go do that. But you need to have a ride there and a ride back. And they asked Kelsey. Kelsey gave him a ride there. She agreed to take him there. So they left they also got a ride back. They knew that they could just call Derrick, the biological father of Kelsey and Libby, to say, hey, you know, I'll tell you what, can you come pick us up? And he was going to go to, let's see where he was going. All the way down here, the red line is where he was going, Frankfurt. So Derrick was heading down to Frankfurt to take photographs for Becky's appraisal business. Okay, so he would be back in an hour and a half. And if you look at the distance, it's 27 miles. That kind of makes sense, right? You drive there, half hours of photo, half hours back, hour and a half, 2 hours maybe. You drive back, and you drive like this, all the way up here in this area. That's how he would get back. And then he would go over Wilson Bridge right here at some point and drive like that, and then merge in here. Now, when Kelsey gave him a ride there, she left the house right here, drove down like this, down here, and then it merges in at some point down here with where Derrick would have came in. So down here, boom, drives by the cemetery, and they were dropped off here at approximately 1:37. At 1:37 they were dropped off here, walked this way, and here's what we know. At 1:37 they were dropped off right there, and then at 2:07 the second photograph on the bridge, facing back that way like that, was at 2:07. So that's a half hour later. And it doesn't take anywhere near a half hour. It takes maybe 5 or 6 minutes to walk from here to the start of the bridge. And so, there's some time kind of missing in there, like 20 minutes. They're probably just typical girls lollygagging around, as my mom would say, walking down the path, taking photographs, doing what they do. And, they're just taking photos. Maybe they ran into the guy. Okay, kind of seems like they might have ran into him, because later on they say he's right behind us, isn't he? Who's he at that point? But it could also be that they pointed to a guy walking across the bridge when they were almost across it, and now they're saying, God, he's almost right on us, isn't he? So they get here, they walk down here. Now there's a full-length photo of the bridge. That's right here. Then they walk a little bit further to platform 3, take a full photograph, another photograph of the bridge, and Abby is in that photograph. Then they turn around, continue walking, and then when they get near the end of the bridge down here, my thing is, I think when they were out here, maybe platform 5-ish, they look back and they see this guy really hustling. But Abby's really slow because she's never been on that bridge, probably a little nervous. So Libby gets all the way off the end of the bridge by the time the guy catches up. But, there was probably a time when they were down here and they were just thinking, okay, maybe that guy will probably turn around. I hope he turns around. I hope he turns around. And as he got closer and closer, their heart's beating faster. They're panicking. They're starting to go, oh, geez, what do we do? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? And, in normal situations, the situation gets resolved and you're able to move on. Like, you just go, oh, shit. Okay? But in this case, it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and it never got better. He kept catching the video that Libby shot of the killer was right here, actually past platform 6, probably 60 feet away from the end of the bridge. And Libby was standing off the end of the bridge. Thank you, Angela White. Libby was standing off the end of the bridge. And Abby was probably a little bit further than this during that video, probably like right in here. And then she went off the end of the bridge and got behind Libby while Libby's still filming with the phone, but now it's kind of near her side, maybe filming her, side of her leg or something, and then eventually I think she just puts it in her pocket. But at that point, it's still recording audio as this guy comes by. He says, probably right in this area. So imagine if you could take. Let me see if I can move this. How about that? I think it's labeled differently in here. Well, just visualize it in your mind. I can't see it on the left there. Oh, maybe these are that. Hold on. Okay, there's suspect. Oh, there we go. There's Libby. There we go. That's the one. So let's say Abby was walking like this, and then she gets behind Libby. Then the killer up here. Yeah, that works pretty good, doesn't it? He's walking up here like this, and right about here he says to them, just like my animation does, "Thank you, Kathy, Friday Maker." Right in this area he says, "Hey guys," right there, "Hey guys," and then he walks by, probably gets to right here, pulls out a gun, says, "Down the hill." See, here's what I think. I think the hill they went down was right after the end of the bridge. There's this other spot over here too, but I think it's just right there, quickest possible, just boom, right there. Okay, so they went down the hill right there, and they were on this lower section down there. Thank you. I'm not sure these are I think we're getting the subscriber dump that they seem to do sometimes. So right then, down the hill, across the private drive, down to the lowest level down here. And then way back in this corner here is where I think it's a possibility that this was the original place that he was going to assault them. He may have even started a process where, maybe there was some disrobing or something. I don't know. And then something could have happened where the girl said, "Oh, let's make a run for it," and they ran across, seeing that shallow area here. But then he went over and caught up with them, and then he ended up killing them in this area right here. But this area down here is so secluded, it's really hidden. It's down a bank, so anybody driving by wouldn't see. Plus, there's a lot of trees in there. Let me turn off this. What's going on with that? Yeah. Right. Okay. And so they went across. Somehow they got across. They were either ordered to go across or they ran across. He caught them. There's almost no way that he brought them there later. I guess it's technically possible that he did kill them over here, but I don't think so. They said that they were killed where they were found. And then, bring Abby across, and then Libby to, bring across too. It would have been difficult to get, to bring Libby up the bank and put her over in this area. So that is kind of my theory of what happened there. Now, I think it's a guy that, if let's just assume that the abandoned vehicle, it got there at 8:40. It was at least there at 8:45. Well, that would mean that the killer, if that is his car, could have got here and spent all day scouting out the area, and therefore not necessarily being a local person. I think we're got disconnected from the. Let me save this and then load it back up again. Uh-oh. It's getting kind of dicey here. It's pretty dicey. Yeah, things are... Okay, there we go. Okay, let me open that back up again. Oh, by the way, here's my wife. If you guys want to see my wife. This is from CrimeCon Live.
This is just a quick video to show a
What the heck was that? Oh. Got to load up. Things are kind of slow right now. So, there you go. There she is. That was from CrimeCon a couple years ago. She's really small, but she's really cool. She's awesome. She's the one that does all that awesome stuff out there. All right. There you go. All right. All right. And that's the one that those idiots insulted. Okay. All right. And if you assume I'm talking about you, that's your fault, okay? But I'm not using your names. There'll always be Manson with the druid outfit. Yeah. Okay. So what I think here is that let's just assume, like I was saying, that at 8:45 the car was there. Well, the guy could have been there all day scouting out, walking across, looking around, kind of seeing where to go and things. And then he waits over here. Like, shit, you get there at 9, you got 3 hours to walk around. You could be looking at stuff. 4 hours even. Maybe 4.5, 5, you know. And then you wait for that one moment, perfect moment where it would have been probably better if it was one individual, but there was 2 girls walking across. And he knew that there was nobody in front of him because he'd been there all day scouting and watching. I mean, hell, he could have been anywhere. He could have been over here, or, you know, just sort of watching. It's hard to know. There is a spot right here, though, right there, that you can see straight that way. And if you go right there and turn this way, you can see straight that way. So from that one spot, you could literally see both directions and know who the hell's out there and who is it. Yeah, probably because Teo, because he doesn't want to. I hope you're not one of the people that think of him as a suspect. You got one right answer, or I'll delete you from the show. What is it? Do you think he's a suspect in the case? You got one chance. I want a yes or no from you. Okay. Go ahead. I'll wait. Thanks. Time to shine. No, I'm not going to have you explain. I want you to tell me yes or no to the question that I asked. But don't you think that makes it seem like there was a chance he was out there a lot longer figuring things out, right? Okay, well, I'm going to get rid of you anyways because I think we all know the answer. All right? All right. I'll put you on timeout. See if you can come back a little smarter next time. Oh, there we go, Gray. I'm putting out the video. Let's see. Yeah, there was a shoe out there. Hey, Crystal, what's going on? Crystal, a.k.a. Beaver Gaming sub Crystal. You. That's what I'm talking about. How come he doesn't want to do interviews, I don't think. Maybe he doesn't like to keep doing interviews. He's already done 1,000 of them. He goes to like tons of at the, what is it, CrimeCon, a lot of the first 3 years of it. He'd go on to all the national TV shows. They all know all that's knowable right now. There's nothing new to be said in the interviews. If you want an interview, just go listen to all the interviews that Mike's done, and that is what is out there. That's it. He's not going to give you any more. You know, I've talked to him a couple times. I did a long interview with him and Becky. It's on my channel. And, you know, he actually, you know, it's not on the video, but he broke down in tears at one point talking about it. I know he cares. He's not what you guys, he is a tough guy. You know, he's a bit intimidating. He's like, oh my God, you know, you say the wrong thing. Oh my God, here we go. Here's my, you know, but he's a cool guy. He is very nice as well. And I don't have time for the lunacy out there. Okay. Like I said before, there's a whole bunch of other channels that love to talk about that kind of stuff and really discuss it and give it, you know, like make you feel really cool and neat for thinking of stuff like that. I'm not one of those ones. That's why I'm saying if you don't like the way I do it, just, you know, go watch something else. It's easy. All right? Simple. Easy. Easy to do. Yeah, go ahead and hit that like button, everybody. Let's go get those likes up. And what we'll do is we'll subtract the total likes from the number of people, and we'll get the troll count. All right, so hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, hit that like button. 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20, 30, 34, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 75, 80, 89. All right. Okay, we'll give one more shot here. Here we go. Hit that like button, hit that like button. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 20. I'm going to get that like button. I'm going to get a 1, get a 2, and a 3, and a 4, 5, 30, 25, 30, 30, sir, 25, I'm your out. I'm 25, 30, 30, now 5, I'm 30. And that's it. All right.
Hey, Gray, did you wash your hands?
No, I did not wash my hands.
Gee, Gray, why not?
Because I didn't really use the bathroom. It was a sound effect.
Oh, okay. Gee.
Oh, there you go with G again. Woo! God. Feels great. Feels great. Yeah, no problem. Right, so here's the thing, everybody. The phone lines are open. Come on, anybody. Just call in. What do you think? Ada, give it a call. All right? Mary Poppins, call in. Shogun Love, give it a shot, huh? Okay, so that means we have almost 200 trolls watching the show right now. Isn't that amazing? What can Gray say? Let's all watch Gray's show and see if he says something mean to somebody. And then what we could do is we'll all talk about it for hours on another channel. How about this? Go watch something else immediately. Okay, 381. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. 381. 381. Can I get a 380? Can I get a 379? Ah, we're at 382. It went up. Darn it. You need to work up to calling it again. What does that mean, Amber? Does that mean a little gin, little something? Yeah. Well, because I'm subtracting the number of likes, since we just said everybody hit the like button, hit the like button. How about this? How many dislikes do we have right now? Can you guys see that number? I bet it's 22. Give me the number of dislikes. We can actually add that in. We'll know for sure. 22? That was my guess. That was awesome. I actually guessed that, everybody. Come on, you got to give me some credit for that. That was just my guess based on the... It's always like 10%. 10% of the lunatics hit the... But here's the thing, everybody. Hit the dislike button all you want, okay? I appreciate it. It actually is an engagement which is worth more than doing nothing, for God's sakes. Hey, thank you, Heather Marie and Cindy Lynn. For troll spray? Okay, awesome. I think I will design some new emojis. I'll replace a few of them. I have some that I can't really get rid of. Or I just need more subs so I can add more. You know, that's kind of, or more channel members. Thank you, Allie Cake. I know. Can you believe that? I definitely am psychic. As a matter of fact,
Oh, did you? Great, did you hear that? It said stupid, it said stupid. It said stupid, listen.
Alright, here we go. Alright, 216. How's it going? You have to hit *6 to unmute yourself. Hello, you there? Yeah, who's this?
And it's a great show as always.
The Real Cornet. Okay, cool. How's it going?
Going good. Hey, yeah, you know, we've covered this case so many times, it's almost hard to come up with new theories, ideas,
Yep.
anything like that. One thing I thought of was, okay, when the murder first happened, or when we found out that it was a murder, the killer did not know right away that his image was captured.
Right.
So I had always thought the killer, the first thing you want to get rid of is you want to get rid of the clothes, or you want to hide the clothes. But as soon as he knows that the image is recovered, he's definitely going to get rid of anything that was involved. So do you think that they monitored the trash site to try to find the jacket, the jeans, the shoes, etc.? Do you think that they monitored the trash? Because
maybe.
if he
I know what you're saying. Like, he would have thrown away, and if he threw it away and they were monitoring trash or whatever, I don't know if they would have gone to that kind of lengths. They could have, though, because what you just thought of, which is, you know, pretty interesting, they might have thought of, you know, those people think of those kind of things, and maybe they had trash collectors. Maybe they said, listen, any trash collector out there, if you wouldn't mind, would you look in the bag, and if you happen to see any clothing, let us know. Right?
Right. And it's a town of only 20,000 people, and they had so much manpower involved. You think they would have went through it? And once he knew that his image was captured, I don't think he would have thrown it in the trash. He might have burned it or something, but there's a good chance that that just a couple days or something before he knew that they knew what he was wearing and stuff, he might have thrown it in the trash. But at the same point, now that I'm thinking about it, he definitely didn't, because if he did, we would know who the killer is, because his DNA would be all over it. So he didn't. But to go off of that point, do you think the killer possibly still has items from the killing? And do you think that he took something from the girls as a souvenir? That way, you know, if we ever do have a suspect in a search warrant, there will be something conclusive to say, okay, we got him. Do you think he has something
I've never even really thought of that, because there's no, I mean, I guess it's, you know, a fleeting thought every once in a while, like, oh, wow. But there's no way of knowing that. So when you say, do I think he did? There hasn't even been any indication that something was missing, right? So all it is that there were 3 potential signatures, and that's it. There wasn't like anything else said. There wasn't like, well, a lock of hair is missing. Or,
Yeah, I didn't really think that one through. I'm in a traffic jam, and I knew you needed a caller, so there wasn't much thought put into that. But
well, that wasn't bad. No, that's pretty good.
Hey, on we don't know for sure that there was a witness that saw a car at the CPS during that time frame. But I was thinking, if he was there for that long period of a time, one other thing he could have been doing was he could have been staging a crime scene or an area where he wanted it to happen. And I know we don't think that is where he wanted it to happen across the river, but one thing that could lead to that is, well, for one thing, I wouldn't want to walk through the water.
Right.
That is not something I would want to do, especially when you have another secluded area that you don't have to walk across the water. One reason why he might have wanted to have gone over there, maybe he was familiar with the Logan property. Maybe he'd been there before. I have no idea. But that is something you could have done in that period of time. And you would think that if he was just looking for a random victim and he wasn't looking specifically for those two girls, he might have had another victim, in 5 hours, unless he was waiting for those two specifically. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I just think, there's a whole bunch of reasons he walked across the creek. He killed him over there, and because he wanted to make sure that nobody was looking over there, because why would they be looking over there? It's way more secluded than it is underneath the bridge. Like way over there, it's private property. It's Logan's property. Nobody would ever even think of looking over there, and that's why they didn't really find them the first night. And if they did, somebody did walk anywhere down there, they weren't looking for anybody dead. They were just kind of probably yelling their names and looking out with a flashlight, not on the ground with some leaves or something covering them slightly, or branches, or whatever the hell it was. So you got like...
Yeah, hey, you're exactly...
Yeah.
You're exactly right on that. There are certain people that will get their theories out, and they follow logic to a T, and then all of a sudden they make a right turn. And one of the right turns that I always hear is this stupid theory about, they weren't there when they were searching. And you're exactly right, Gray. They're not looking for a body. Your voice can travel more than 5 feet. You know what I mean? And it was getting dark. So the whole idea, you could be just laying down, and they might walk right past you because they're not looking for a body. You know what I mean? They're listening for a voice to call back.
Right.
So that makes perfect sense. But I hear those stupid theories all the time about, they were taken to a barn, or they were taken when there's, hundreds of people searching. They took 2 bodies, and then, it makes no sense at all. They also have a time of death. The crime scene will also tell a tale to these experts, which, most of these people that are on YouTube, they're not experts.
Yeah.
So they know where they were killed, and they know when.
Yeah, they know
You
exactly
agree
when.
with that? I mean,
Well, yeah, of course, because what they probably did was
Yeah.
they probably, they asked, "What did you eat for breakfast?" And apparently Derrick made some pancakes. And then was the food undigested? How digested was the food? Because as soon as you die, there might be a little bit of digestion because you got the acid still there, but it almost stops digesting after a while. And I don't know what the exact timing of when it actually stops. It's really close to after death, though. And so it's just, they can tell you, oh, wow, well, this hasn't even digested. It hasn't even made it out of their stomach yet. Or if it had made it in their stomach, but it was just how far down it traveled, whatnot, they're going to know exactly what... I think they have the time of death within minutes, really. Honest to God.
I agree. I agree. Hey, another thing is, I've called in before. I'm one of the ones that believe that they really think they know who the killer is, but for some reason they haven't got enough evidence yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because I refuse to believe the alternative, that they're incompetent. And I didn't know this right away when I watched that first, or I watched the press conference with the new sketch, the younger sketch. I didn't know what to think at first, but the more you think about it as time goes by and you rewatch it, I do believe it's a conversation directly to the killer, almost as though they know a lot of things about the killer. And I wonder if they're watching the killer so close that maybe the killer rented the movie The Shack the week before the press conference.
Or
It's
they
almost like they're
they
communicating.
knew who he was, and they wanted to see who's all the people that rented the shack after they mentioned it. Like, hey everybody, hey killer, here's a message. I want you to go watch the shack. Right?
Yes. Hey, I've also thought that for a while the younger sketch, I thought maybe it was something that the killer might have used on social media, Snapchat or whatever, but I've kind of changed my mind on that, and I think maybe the younger sketch is Bridge Guy at age 18, where they know so much about this guy. They have a photograph, maybe even a yearbook photo.
I don't know, but why would they?
At age 18.
Yeah, but why would you do that? Why would you release that? He doesn't look like that
Because
now, so nobody's gonna listen. The odds of
Right.
somebody going, "Hey, man, that looks like some
Right,
guy 27 years ago."
But Gray, what I'm saying is maybe the reason why they can't move in on the guy is because certain people are giving him an alibi. Maybe that younger picture of him at age 18 is saying to the family, we know it's him. You need to quit lying for this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. I don't know. I think that's kind of a little overthinking of the sketch. I think it's just kind of. Well, what it turns out is the young sketch is what the original witness saw of the person, and they didn't put it out there because they didn't think it looked like the actual sketch of the person that you see in the video image, right? So what they did was they made a sketch that was kind of based on what somebody was saying and the video. So they put the beard on him, the hat, and all that stuff. And it turns out it didn't lead to anything, so then they went back to the original sketch that was created. That's a truth, because here's the thing. Let me just, I'm trying to explain it to you. See, the thing is, the new young sketch was made, and verifiably was made, way back at the beginning. So they wouldn't have had a person picked out. It was made at the beginning, and I know that because the person who told me some of this other stuff, he said, hey, well, they've also got a different sketch. He told me that way before they released it. Okay, so the thing is they had that the whole time. They just were going with a different look, and then they switched it. So I can just sort of debunk that thing right there.
They should have never released a sketch then.
Yeah.
It's very rare when you have actual photographic evidence, and that's a mistake then if that's the case, that they had that from the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I've said it many times. I think they should just forget the sketches now. When you start saying, well, here's one, here's another one, and it might be somewhere in between. It might be somewhere in between. That makes you just go, oh boy. Well, what does he look like then? Why don't you do a hybrid sketch where it kind of looks like the old one and it kind of looks like, and then you're getting into this crazy place at that point. I think when you have an image of the killer and you have his voice, you just need to play that sucker over and over and over again. That's it.
Yeah. Hey, also, if I'm wrong and they don't have an idea of who the killer is, then they needed fresh eyes to look at the case. It's kind of like Einstein could be doing a crossword puzzle, the smartest guy ever. But if he's stuck, he could give it to me, and I might see something that Einstein doesn't see. So I'm not saying that, there's other people in the FBI, there's other people in the Indiana State Police. If they're not getting anywhere, they need a new staff, even though it's risky getting more people involved with the actual information because you don't want something to leak out. But, this guy is not young that's on the bridge. We want justice to be done. And if they're not getting anywhere, they don't need to be stubborn. They need to put someone else. It doesn't have to be a whole new revamping of the crew, but bring in a couple new people. Like maybe Gray Hughes. Bring him in. Have him.
Gray Hughes investigates. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But,
or
all right.
maybe someone even more credentialed than you.
Yeah, well, obviously. Yeah, here's the thing. I do wish that I could see some things because I do think differently than other people. A lot of people take what I do and pretend that they came up with it. But I think differently than other people, and I've always been that way. So sometimes even the best people out there, they don't see something differently than somebody else. They're just sort of trained in a certain way. So I always kind of wish that I could see the video. It's the whole thing all the way through and see if I could come up with something. But I even said that to Holman one time. I called, we were on the phone talking. Okay. I don't remember if he called me that time or I called him, but he said, let's see. I told him I'd like to. I told him I'd really like to see the video, and he says, "Well, what do you think you could do to? What do you think you could do differently than us?" And I wasn't able to just say. All I told him was, "I see things differently than other people," and that's not a good enough sell. You know, I really don't know what else I could have said. You know. So.
Okay, two more things real quick. I'm surprised that the FBI hasn't somehow tried to link this case to Russia. That's the number one thing. I'm not a big fan of the FBI. And the other one is, you were talking about those videos and the YouTube people. I was going to tell you, Gray, you know you're successful and you know you're doing a good job when you're attacked. So take it as a compliment, you know what I mean? We respect you, and I watch those other shows, but it's kind of like junk food, you know what I mean? It's entertaining, and you know, even though what they say might be completely wrong, it does get the name Delphi out. So that's one silver lining in their series and stuff. But you're doing a great job, so don't take it personal, you know, because
well, I had to take it personally. I had to take it personally. When I did my video last night, and the person said, "Okay, great, everything's cool," and then they made a whole video today because his subs were mad that he accepted it, and it was just all trashing me. So that whole thing's out the window now. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to be handcuffed into to not defending myself. There's no way in hell that's gonna happen. Okay, so the chips fall as they may. All right. So, anyways, I got another caller on. I gotta get. Go ahead.
Okay, you have a good one. Great show, and I'll call in again next Sunday.
All right, cool. Good having you call in.
Okay.
Have a good one.
All right, later.
All right, bye. All right, 812, star 6, star 6. I think it works. Yeah, I don't know who that Metal Madness was talking to up there. All right, 812. You have to hit the star 6. Because I saw that he got timed out. I don't know what if he was talking to me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Gray. It's Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Hey, guys.
How big is that umbrella, anyways? Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You keep being you. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
You really are. You're bringing attention to this case every Sunday. You're on here every single day. These people don't know the stuff that you go through every night. You're up sometimes till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning researching these cases.
Yeah.
So don't let them get to you.
I'll try not to, but I definitely had to change. I had to change what I was doing.
I wanted to call in and let you know that.
Well,
I get busy with my kids sometimes, and I don't get to catch up on things. But me and you have became friends since this whole Delphi thing happened. At first, we didn't even get along.
Well, yeah. Well, I would say it's been more like in the last year. I would say.
Yeah. Because I mean, we don't always agree with everything we talk about, but that's just part of getting to know people.
Right.
And you don't have to agree with each other all the time. And I honestly think that Anthony looks up to you. I've been friends with Anthony off and on throughout the Delphi thing too. And I know he does have some good intentions a lot of times. He is full of shit, but he knows he is, and I apologize if I'm not supposed to say that on. Yeah,
I don't really want to be talking about any of these people.
Sure, okay. I won't even mention them, and I
apologize
for bringing.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
Go ahead.
No,
it's your
okay.
show.
No, I was just saying you did. You just did, but I didn't do it.
I know I did. So. Sorry, I apologize. But that what they put out recently, that video was just wrong. It was completely wrong in regards to you. the things that were said. That is not true. You do not go after the family for money. You are completely respectful to the family and have been since the case started.
Yeah, and they also took everything out of context and just kind of and made up stuff. Yeah, a lot of stuff. I mean, every single thing that he said was made up. Yeah, and everything was cool. Like I said, everybody, I just said, okay, it's time to move on. Everybody do something. But then when you have the person who started it all with the videos come out and sort of threaten me on videos the next day, are you kidding me? God, there's no way. God. I don't even care. If he puts it out there, that's great, but I will release all the names of the people that were on the email string that he accidentally sent out. So there you go.
Absolutely. And I don't blame you because you don't take no crap either, and that's good.
No,
that's a good thing.
People won't be happy with that. Because there's a lot of people on there that these names that are like, whoa, you know. So.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't have done it to start with. They need to, if they really want to focus on the case as much as you do and put in as much effort as you do with the things that you do, they just need to put facts out there. All the speculation, in my opinion, is what's throwing everything off.
Yeah, I mean, speculation is cool as long as it's sort of reasonable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Some of it, yes, is good. But when they know certain things that they're putting out, when they just know based on fact that it is not accurate and they're just doing it for the attention of it, that just throws everything off. And some of the people that have never even heard of the case, they come in and they immediately have a false perspective because of the crap that's out there. You just try to keep it in line, and that's a good thing.
Yep. All right. Yeah.
I apologize if my
I don't want to talk about I just don't want to talk about any of these other YouTubers at all. As a matter of fact, I won't even mention, like I said, I'll just call him Charles Manson with a Druid outfit. Okay, that's so I'm not going to be using names. I don't care enough. You know, like for example, I just almost said the guy's full name. He just put out a video. He just put out a video on me too. It's insane. Listen, I'm not interested in you, you guys. So do your own thing, that kind of thing. I know that you get views if you talk about me for a few minutes, but that's kind of sick, isn't it? Why don't you put out good content on cases and have people watch for that reason? It's weird.
Absolutely.
So, all right. Well, thanks for calling in, Mary Poppins. How's the umbrella? Is it still pretty sturdy, or?
It's good. Actually, the wind. That's why I was going to apologize. The wind. You guys might hear the wind in my car. My top's down, so I kind of consider my car my umbrella. So.
Well, okay. All right.
It's a little windy, but it's all right. It's good. The weather's nice here, so.
Right.
But as far as the Delphi case, everything that you have put out in regards to the Delphi case, from what I can tell, has been accurate. I mean, it's where I go to for the Delphi update.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Awesome. I'm just kind of.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll get off here. I'm sure you probably got other calls calling in too. I didn't mean to bring up some of the stuff that I did, but I did want to call in.
Oh, thanks for the support. Thanks for the support. Have a good one.
Love my freak family.
Boom. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mary Poppins. Let's see. 309. Gotta unmute yourself. *6. Hello.
Hey, this account.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
Hey, I remembered.
You did. Yes,
okay.
You did. Here we go.
I get some points for that. All right.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so I'm late tonight. I missed a little bit of the earlier parts, but I just kind of wanted to speculate a little bit on this killer, him being an out-of-town person, but familiar with the area, and him not having been reported by people that know him. if he's a married person. I was kind of thinking a little bit about how, so Monday, we know what he was doing there on Monday for a portion of his day. We don't know, necessarily everything, but, and it's just kind of a bit of a guessing game, as far as like maybe this wife is at work on Monday or whatnot. But what I'm trying to get at is, I don't know if Valentine's Day, I'm not necessarily sure that it would have any significance to the actual, I mean, it might be a stressor. I don't know that. We don't really know. But what I'm getting at is it could possibly provide a bit of an alibi in an explanation to a wife who is somewhat...
Yeah, but it wasn't... but here's the thing, but it wasn't Valentine's Day, though, so...
Right. No, it was not Valentine's Day.
Oh, like I was out looking for a gift for you type of thing.
That's right. Yeah. Bingo. That's exactly what I'm getting at. And a clueless wife who really doesn't sense any... I mean, I feel like it's a serial killer type individual. And so this person, an innocent wife who's clueless to his, behaviors and stuff, it then can kind of provide a little bit of a cover to say just what you said. I was out looking for the gift, or maybe, I'm spending a little time in the garage or a portion of the basement, or let's say he has children, I'm going to go out and get well, that wouldn't really make so much sense, but, it could provide a bit of a cover if you move into the next day and think about, like, how is this individual getting away with, that block of time, and if he's a married person, or has even maybe he's not married, but a significant individual or other, whatever, that someone he has accountability to a little bit, So I just kind of thought about that, and that was something that I just kind of wanted to speculate a little bit with you about. And
I guess it's possible that the killer used the, he went out and bought some stuff, but it said it took, he could just invent that it took. But here's the thing: the guy was there. If that car is his, he was there for like hours, 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
So
right.
It wouldn't take that long to go. It wouldn't take that long to go by, and he would have been, and that was during the work hours. So it's kind of like, why would you need to use that excuse?
Yeah, you would really. So I kind of had my thought about that particular day on the 13th would be that you could say at 12:01 on February 13th you'd want to hear from any single person that was in that park that day, but I almost would say like dawn, from dawn on. And then just any person that was out there, if you for law enforcement to hear what they say, what did they see, what I don't really think that this person, this is my speculating, I don't think he was lurking around in the woods and stuff. I kind of imagine him to be a person prior that was kind of just blending in a bit with the mix. And I think Monday was the right day of the week, perhaps, because the weekend is busier. And on Monday, you're still going to get folks, but it's not going to be quite as many as a weekend.
Right. I just think he was... I
know.
I think he was kind of looking for just sort of a straggler female that was going to maybe go exercising out there. But then when he went there, he was like, oh my God, there's so many... there's, when I say so many, I mean, there was people there, kids running around, there at various points of the day. Then he was probably like, shit. So, but then he waited around, and then this perfect opportunity opened up, even if it wasn't the exact prey he was looking for.
Right. Right. Nobody was fitting it until they did. And I do have a question about the bridge. On the north end, I'm just curious, okay?
Yeah, well, go ahead and just ask it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, just ask the question. You don't need to, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We gotta.
Yeah, okay. Does it just drop off kind of over there on the north end? Or?
Yeah, there's like basically cliffs over there on the right hand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
really, really steep over there. Like it's
yeah.
the space where everybody says, "Oh my God, there was a guy standing behind the tree." There wasn't anybody standing behind the tree, and the reason is because it's way up in the air on a really incredibly like 80-degree angle, steep cliff thing. You know, you wouldn't be able to just hang out there, right?
Right. He wasn't going to order anybody down that side unless he wanted to go tumbling down with them.
Right.
So it had to be on the south end. Okay, that kind of was something that I was wondering about too. So
cool. I'll show you. I'll actually show you here in a minute. I'll pull up a video. The one that. What the hell's her name?
That'd be great.
I can't remember her name all of a sudden. Not Bonnie, not Beth, but who was the one that put out the crazy stuff early on about? Can't remember. Anyways, all right, I gotta go get this other call. I gotta use the restroom first, but.
Yeah, get your caller, Gray. It was nice talking to you. Thanks for taking my call, and I'll see you in the chat.
Oh boy, here we go. No, just kidding. Oh yeah, thanks, Jennifer. All right, see you later. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, I'll be back in just a second. I gotta use the restroom. What's going on, freaks? What's weird about it? What happened, Paulette? Missed it. All the trolls that are showing up? Yeah. No, Maddie, I was peeing, Maddie. Okay? And just like the pee, it's being flushed down the toilet. Oh, what a weird person. Who the hell asks that question? Hey, you know what's weird? I never ask this. When somebody says, hey, I gotta go for a minute, when I come back, did you just take a large dump? Yeah, never ask that. Yikes. People, I tell you. What a weird question, Mandy. I want to go check your brain a little bit, see what's going on with that. Hey, we'll be there in a little bit, 573, because I'm going to take a break. Sorry. Ah, yeah. Bum, 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 bum. Thank you, Heaven Stars. Oh, yes. Hey, Pebbles 2020. I am a narcissist who also cuts myself down all the time. Oh, wait, they don't do that. Never mind. You know what's funny is everybody, the word narcissist is so overused, it's unbelievable. If you have confidence and you try to defend yourself, you're a narcissist. Don't ever do it, everybody. Every single person, I guess, apparently in the military is a narcissist. Every single person. You know who are the biggest narcissists? The ones that call other people narcissists. Because they think that they're so much smarter. They got it all figured out, boy. Hey, thank you, Susie Heath and Kathy Freidenmaker and Cammie Curry. Heaven Stars. Oh, and there's Jen H. A cold drink. Yes, look at that right there. Not a sponsor of my channel. Gatorade. You know what's weird is I don't know why. You know, remember Veruca Salt in the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? I'm trying to figure out why I haven't turned blue yet. Or purple, because I drink like 5 of these a day, okay? You're turning violet, Violet. Hey, thank you, Rhea Mazzarone, Callie M, and Courtney Robb. You're turning violet, Violet. Oompa loompa doopity dee. If you are wise, you'll listen to me. Thank you, Angela Vincent. How can you have a name like I Hate Chocolate right after I just quoted Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? For a pair of thongs? I mean flip-flop. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I could wear a pair of them anyways. That'd be tough, wouldn't it? Sarah Beth Colagras with the coconut bra. Coconut bra? Jesus. That would look funny, wouldn't it? Snozberries taste like snozberries. I know I've brought this up before, but I want everyone to think hard about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for just 1 minute. When you think back about Grandpa Joe letting Charlie's mom slave around the house 24/7 for decades while they laid in bed, but the mere thought of a ticket going to the factory, Grandpa Joe gets up showing that he had the ability to get up all those years and was not helping around the house whatsoever. I think that movie should be stricken from society. How dare he? All right? Yeah. That bastard. Well, I'm sorry about that. It's a crying shame. He was so... Yeah, he was ridiculous. I mean, here's the thing, man. It only took him, 5 minutes to go from barely able to walk into an absolute gymnast doing pirouettes, okay? So, man, why didn't you just take that time one of those other days? Oh, I need my beach hat? Okay, let me go get that. There it is. There's the beach hat. All right, this is, again, Smoke Tree Ranch beach hat. All right. Wow, that was a big sneeze there. It's a beach hat, Teo. Come on, just let it be, okay? We don't. Hey, everybody, I'm sleuthing it out. Gray said, I'm gonna make a video tonight. Gray said that was a beach hat. Okay, Gray said that it was a beach hat, but technically it's a fishing hat. Now, if you study the history of the fishing hat, you'll notice that it has a slight... Oh, give me a break, buddy. I know, I look more like Gilligan with this thing, right? Gilligan, little bunny, skipper! Doop! Yeah, you guys remember that one. I don't have a flower at this point. Yeah. Oh, there's another. Look at that guy. He's so sleuthy. Look at everybody. Hey, listen. The waves aren't moving, everybody. Wow. Teo, me, you're so... God, so brilliant. Great observations, man. You're going to break a case any day now. Oh, for a sexy Speedo? I don't know, Michelle Nicholas. I think I don't know if I'd look that great. I probably looked pretty good when I was on a swim team when I was young. And yes, I really was. Sleuthers, go check it out. All right. Anyways, I'm going to get back to the show now. Maybe we'll just keep this damn hat on. How does it work with... Oh, I can do it. To hire Jose Diaz. Oh, you mean Baez. Yeah. Jose Baez. Yeah, he was... Well, thanks, everybody, for that. The lovely vacation. Really appreciate it. All right? All right. Oh, and Shogun Love. Real sunglasses and props. I do have real sunglasses. I just can't read when they're on. But I did buy a pair of fishing glasses that have readers in the glass. All right, so now I'm going to get to this caller that's been waiting patiently over here. So hold on. Which one am I going to here? That one? There we go. Okay, 573. $573. You have to hit *6. Yep, I can hear you.
Yep. Okay. I have a question first before I start in. Are you allowing people to talk about Chadwell at all?
I mean, you know, if you have something you want to say about him, but doesn't sound like he's the suspect. So.
Okay, well, it's nothing big. I just wondered. You noticed that he dyed his hair, right?
I don't know what he's doing. But he's in prison, isn't he? Jail?
Yeah, no, I'm saying in his pictures, you can see where he dyed his hair black there for a while. I wonder if anybody ever figured out what the timeline on that was when he dyed his hair.
I don't know. But yeah,
there's pictures on there where it looks like he's dyed his mustache, his beard, and his.
So you're like still like looking into Chadwell, even though. Listen, here's the thing. Why don't you just assume that he's not the killer and look for somebody else? Because if he is the killer, because here's the thing. Yeah. It's a complete waste of time because law enforcement already has him in prison. They're already looking at him. They know a lot more than any of us. But if it's not him, you're wasting your time on that. But here's the thing, because no matter what, they got the guy if it's him, right? So what I would do is assume that it's not him and focus in on somebody else.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was I was listening to or reading, I can't remember, a thing about Richard Ramirez,
Uh-huh.
the Night Stalker in Los Angeles, and there was a woman. He actually hit like 2 blocks from my brother's house, and the woman that he killed, he really went overboard on. He just kept beating her and beating her and beating her long after she was dead. And they asked him why he did that, and he said because she pointed a gun at him, and it made him mad. The gun wasn't loaded, but it made him so mad that he took it out on her. And I just wondered if that might have been what happened with Libby and Abby, and that's why Libby was targeted. She's the one who took off running and lost her shoe, and then he caught her, and then that's why she was the...
Mm-hmm. Well, where was Abby during this time when she took off, and where was she?
Well, I'm going to say she ran with her, is my guess.
Okay, well, you didn't.
That's
You didn't
what I would
put
do.
that in there. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Uh-huh.
As when I was a younger girl, we had a guy trying to get us into a car, and me and my friend, we took off running. We both ran in the same direction. Would they split? I don't know that if they both took off running. I don't know that they would split. That's just my opinion, though. We took off running together. And that's what I wonder if he could have grabbed them both, but if Libby was the one putting up more of a fight than Abby, it could have directed more of his anger towards her,
Yeah.
But that's how I think they got on the other side, though, is from, they started to run from him. And he wasn't going to pull him back because he doesn't know what was back there. So he took him, further out, into the field and crossed the river all the way. But that's just an opinion, And I saw that guy's hair dyed, and I just wondered if his hair, because I remember them saying that the guy had reddish brown hair, right?
Wait, what was your name again?
Oh, my name's Jackie.
All right, here's what we're going to do. If it turns out it's him, and that becomes part of the evidence, I'll send you a hoodie. A We Are Freaks hoodie, okay? Just to let you know, if that turns out to be true, that they have the right guy, and that part of the evidence is that he dyed his hair, and you thought of it and figured that out, I'll send you one. Right? So
well, I love that idea. That sounds great. I'll call you back if that's part of it. I'll call you back.
Now, if it's not true, you have to send in $1,000. I'm just joking. Listen, you have nothing on your end at all. If that comes true, I'll send you a hoodie. Okay, that's it. There's nothing if it doesn't take place. All right.
Okay, that sounds great. I just want to tell you too that I do appreciate you sending part of that, half that money over there to charities is wonderful. It's just wonderful, and you do a lot more than most all the creators do. So I really, I appreciate it. I think it's great.
Well, it's really became sort of like our focus. It's a big focus because money actually allows you to help people and buy. Like that DNA fund that we've built up. That's the coolest.
Sure, yeah.
That's so cool to be able to fund these, identifying a Jane and John Doe when those communities that they're from don't have the funds to pay for it. Yeah.
That's right. I come from a small community, and that's exactly right. They don't have the funds to I hate to say it, even train their sheriff's department correctly. I have a brother he's on the Los Angeles Police Department, and the training that he receives compared to the training that our local officers receive, there's just no comparison, and I think it's I don't know, but anyway, I appreciate it. Most creators don't do anything like that, most of them keep their money, which I don't begrudge them their money at all, but I think it's really fantastic that you do what you do.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, have a good night.
Good luck with the hoodie. All right.
Oh, I'm counting on that. I know that's right.
Oh, man. Geez.
All right.
Whoa. All right.
I'll be calling you back, Ray.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Now, here's what I'm saying about the DNA. I'll say it right here. It sounds like they have a weak sample, and it's touch DNA, but that doesn't mean it's not the killers. It just means it could be from any where, right? So you have this. I've said it before. I'll just do it again. If you have, there's certain types of DNA sources where it immediately links back to the killer. For example, skin underneath fingernails, or semen, or a blood type that's not the victim's present at the scene. When you have that, you kind of know that that's very likely going to be from the suspect, right? Now, there's also DNA left by the suspect in the form of touch DNA, and it's left in various places. And then it becomes, you're starting to get into a more circumstantial realm at that point. You've got something where, okay, there's a touch DNA on the shoulder of a jacket. Okay, well, hell, if she went to the grocery store earlier and a friend came up and tapped her on the shoulder, and that friend had just shaken the hand of some dude in the back there, well, that transfer DNA made it all the way on to Libby's jacket, right? Or whosever jacket it was. I don't know which, you know. So at that point, you know, you don't really know. So it doesn't mean it's not the DNA from the killer. It just means it's, now we're in a place where it could have came from anywhere at that point. So now you have to test it, figure out whose it is, and then try to figure out why that would be there. And does it make sense? It gets really complicated at that point. Thank you, BS. Well, very cool, very cool. PTSD Awareness Day. I've got PTSD just from these damn shows that I do. I'm just kidding. I don't mean to. I'm just saying, if there's such a thing, it feels like it, you know. But yes, most people that have, you know, PTSD, you know, they've gone through something really awful, and sometimes it's just one quick event, or it's like a, you know, long sustained, like being in war and you're just under constant fire, like Vietnam, man. Those people had PTSD like you wouldn't believe. Like walking around those jungles, never feeling quite safe at any point in time. And that must have been a nightmare for those people. And then there's people that get it off of one horrific event, and that makes them like that. Yeah. I think Zozo's the one that made me aware of the one event. I always thought it was more of a sustained thing, but trying to buy that Val, huh, Lynette? See, you know what's funny? Lynette Burns is exactly a perfect sample of this channel, right? Like she's left and come back, left and come back, left and come back. Like she gets mad and then takes off, then comes back and comes. But it's not like I'm saying something. She just doesn't like what I'm saying, but it's not like directed at her or something like that. Yeah, like she's like almost the mascot of it. How many times have you been in and out of this channel? Like 20? Yeah. I didn't time you out at all, Teo. I was doing a show. I saw that you were timed out. Didn't even see why. See, that's what's so weird, everybody, is when somebody else times out somebody, they always blame it on me. Like I'm sitting there going, ooh, look at your comment. Hey, Teo, your comments aren't really interesting to me, so I'm not sitting there following them along, waiting to time you out. Okay? I've seen a couple of them. Okay, but don't assume I'm sitting there reading your comments. Are you one of those people that says, okay, everybody, I'm back, you know, because Well, everybody, the lines are open. As you can see, the telephone calls are going swimmingly when you call in. Where the hell did that term ever come from? Swimmingly. Jeez. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, who cares if you're timed out anyways? It's timed out. You weren't blocked. Hey, really, Mary? So it's a little bit like being on this on the show watching, right? Because this show is a torture zone. It's a what do you call it? An absolute hellhole. Man, how in the hell are people even surviving here? It's incredible. Yes, that's the word. It's so hostile. Oh God. It's so hostile in there.
Gosh, Gray, it's so hostile.
Oh, there's Mary Lou again. I think Mary Lou's having a few drinks tonight. No? When I look over there, it looks like she's had a couple. Be honest with you.
What are you talking about, Gray? I haven't had any drinks tonight. Or rinks, as you might call them.
Oh boy, here we go, everybody. You guys are in trouble. We got drunk Mary Lou on the line here.
What do you mean on that, huh? I had a couple of drinks, but other than that, I'm feeling good. Thank you.
Oh boy, can't wait for the raps later. Probably forget half the lyrics on those. You know, I was wondering the other day is, I think human beings have evolved past needing molars, right? Or at least the, the big ones in the back there. Like we don't really need them anymore. But they still try to come in. So you almost need your teeth pulled or they're all crooked. So but what's weird is we haven't lost them yet. Now, if you're ever born without those teeth, that means all of a sudden, yeah, your wisdom teeth there. When you're born without those, that means you're highly evolved. You're past current humans. All right? There you go. All right. Well, here in the U.S., I don't have any cavities. I do have a filling. Hey, sleuthers, go look that one up, all right? I do have a filling, but they filled in a little hole in my tooth because they didn't want me to get a cavity. It wasn't something that I had. It wasn't like, I was eating a lot of candy. But we had fluoride in the water when I grew up. That's such a big deal. It's weird. I don't know. I don't even know what that means. Not having cavities makes me have perio? I don't get it. What are you saying? Wait, I don't know what you're saying. Just type in a full sentence in English for people to... put it in, English so people know what, like perio. I don't know what that means. Just say, Gray, you are at a better chance of getting, and then describe what it is. Then I'll know what you're talking about. Oh, God, it was 107 today. Oh, I don't have gum disease anymore. I did have a little bit, 10 years ago, or 11, or maybe it was 11 or 12 years ago, but the orthodontist or whatever, I think she must be an orthodontist. Or maybe she's more of a dentist. But she did all this stuff, I had to do antibiotics and all this stuff, and it fixed everything there. And then they did this deep cleaning thing, and then since then they always go, wow. I literally use a water pick, floss, and brush every single day. The water picks I think are really massively important. They can get a lot of this. They get stuff. Even after you floss, rinse your mouth out, and then use a water pick, it gets more stuff. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah. And now I have to wear this mouth guard at night because I grind my teeth. But then the I have a little bit of like, what do you call that when your jaw's a little weird? TMJ or something like that. Yeah, I have a little bit of that. And sometimes when I put that mouth guard in, I bite funny and it kind of knocks it off kilter a little bit. And then it gets locked. And I have to kind of go, you know, it's just weird. And it's not because of, I don't think it's because of the mouth guard. It's just, I mean, it is because of the mouth guard, but I don't think they did it wrong. It's just my mouth, my jaw is kind of weird. And it started when I was playing basketball. Yeah, look how many people typed in TMJ there. And Zozo, you have to type it in again because you weren't last this time. Yeah, look at Tracy. Yeah, I said TMJ before the first person typed in TMJ. But you've got a 8-second delay, so you think you typed it in, and that's where I got it. But it's funny how it just keeps going like that. Now you guys can't pretend you're Zozo. She's the only one that gets to do the late type. Okay. Yeah. So I was playing basketball one time at Oregon State, and one of the football players was on the other team, and he just ran into me, went BAM! In my jaw, and it literally, like, something I couldn't bite down. Knocked something out of kilter there, and it's never really quite gotten better. But you don't want to get surgery, I'll tell you that. It's weird how your body recovers better when you're younger for various things. I guess it's not that weird. All right, here we go. 212. Wait, hold on one second. And thank you for all the dental advice up there.
Hello?
Well, hold on one second.
Okay.
To Blink Cam Love. Thanks.
Yeah,
for,
Blink.
is that
yeah,
you?
but I'm a net qualchick. I'm your Patreon.
Is that you? No, are you Blink? Are you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh,
yeah.
oh! I was actually going to say thank you.
How did you know?
I was just going to say thank you in chat to that person. Okay.
Look, if we talk teeth, I'm always into it. I love it. But I was just gonna say, yeah, everyone always says TMJ, and then at school they were like, yo, it's TMD. We all have TMJs. We all have the joint. We all have the disorder. Yeah, but I don't know what your specific. Yeah, that's why. But
well, when I have my mouth shut and I open it really quick, it goes. Yeah. It goes like listen.
It clicks.
Yeah, it clicks all the time. Yeah.
Clicks. That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, but it gets stuck out of joints sometimes.
It's okay when it clicks. It's when you can't close or when you can't open.
Yeah, I had that.
Like we would get a lot of patients. You had that?
No, I had that when I put that mouth guard in. Well, like I put the mouth guard in.
Well, that's for grinding.
I know, but I put it in at night, right? And then while I'm watching TV or something, I realize, oh, whoa. Yeah. And I pull it out and I can't really open my mouth all the way. And then I sort of take my hands and I pull my mouth apart. And then eventually later, it sort of something releases and it goes back to normal again. It's weird. I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know. That maybe the mouth guard's too big. I know they have stuff. There's different types of ones because I haven't heard of that it goes back to normal. Is that it? Do you find relief? Because with like grinding, we don't really have a cure, honestly.
I'm not looking for a cure. I just wear this thing so I don't grind, but when it gets stuck like that, I have to pull it apart with my hands almost, and then eventually.
You got it. Oh, okay. It's too tight, probably.
Well, no, I have to pull I have to pull my mouth apart. I can't move it. It gets stuck.
Oh, after you take out the guard?
Yeah, well, it's in my mouth. I'll be watching television.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I realize, something's wrong, and then I take the mouth guard out, And I can't shut my mouth all the way or open it all the way.
Oh, yeah, because your mouth has been used to that space, right? You know, the space that's created when you bite down on the guard. You know, like there's like when you bite on it, so your body gets used to it, and then it goes back. It's like when you're numb, or you only had that one filling. So I knew already. I was like, he's more prone to gum disease. I just see it. It's crazy.
Well, why would people that have no cavities get more gum disease?
I think my theory.
I mean, less cavities.
I get more. Yeah. Well, there's two types of people: those who get cavities and those who get gum disease. From what I've noticed, like obviously I'm young. I mean, I'm 34, but I know I look very young. But like basically, like from what I noticed, because I've been practicing for 7 years in the city, that a lot of people with gum disease don't really get cavities. Like they're not deep, but like there are some people who get cavities and gum disease. You know, so. But my theory is the calculus kind of covers and protects and keeps the environment, the pH in the mouth, good enough so the tooth remineralizes. Basically, the bacteria for caries can't exist, but it can for gum disease.
Yeah.
So you gotta do those cleaning and stuff.
Okay. But anyway, hey, but what makes you? What are you watching the show? You're out there and you just sort of found my channel, or?
Well, I was gonna say, with this, I was thinking if anybody had a thing. Well, I love your show. I always watch when I can, but I with this case, I was thinking, did somebody maybe have a personal thing against their families? I was stalking them. Was that proven wrong? Like it was just.
Well, I don't know if it's been proven wrong, but there's people that suggest stuff like that, like a drug deal or something.
I'm thinking.
But I don't feel it at all. I think it's just there was a serial killer like person out there hunting for a person, and they were the ones that fit into the trap, and then they, they did what they did and they took off. You know.
So it was like a game, basically, like a game. I mean, some of these people, that's what it is. He'll strike again, and then we'll catch him, or he's already dead, or
So what made you get into true crime? When you're doing teeth of people, do you look down at them and go, "Wait a minute, this could be Dahmer's brother"? I don't know.
Oh, you mean like, am I disgusted?
Well, no. How did you get into true crime when you're doing teeth?
How did I get into teeth?
No, not teeth. How did you get into true crime when you're doing teeth? I mean,
true crime. I thought you said teeth. What was it? My friend from school, Marty. He was exonerated for a murder of his parents in Long Island, and I used to have to commute 2 hours, so I read the book, and then I just started getting into true crime and like news and just stuff like that. Just really flowed well, And and then I watched your thing on Erica Lloyd, and I loved it. Obsessed. I'm like, all these people who troll you are crazy, but I get it. Haters are gonna hate, They don't hate the great, like they hate the ones that that are the bad. That's all.
That's right.
But yeah. So, but what was I gonna say? But so that's why I for some reason I can't subscribe to you on my Blink Can Love thing here, but that's why I'm a Patreon.
That's Chloe. She just jumped up over here on my side.
Oh, you're so lucky.
We've got so lucky with 2 dogs. We got so lucky. They're just great.
Yeah.
Great little dogs.
I see them in the. Sometimes you leave the camera on them, and I'm like, oh my god! It's like, oh my god, they're just sleeping. I'm listening to you, but like I see that too, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is so perfect.
No, they're awesome. But, we actually have a genetic. How about this? How about this? Who can? I guess I don't know how to say it, but what do you guys? I did a genetic test. What do you guys think Chloe is? I think we know for sure that she's got some Yorkie in her.
Let me see.
She's got Yorkie.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, I got to see the face. Let me maximize the screen. I know I got you on mute. You would always say,
Look how little she is.
Mute the screen, mute the screen.
Look how little that is.
So let me see the face. Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, the hair is long. That's like a Yorkie. But they're white. I've never seen a white Yorkie unless it's a light blue.
Yeah.
I know my Yorkie was like a dark blue. We called him Pikus because we're Polish.
Well, they tell you, when you do the test, they go, well, now write down what you think she is. And I'm, no. I want you guys to come up with it out of nothing. I don't want to have this thing where I think that they just took what I said.
Wait, but you took the DNA test for the dog, right?
Well, it hasn't been given back yet. It's still in the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea?
Well, I know that she's. I think the Chorky one might be the closest. Chihuahua and a Yorkie, because that's what apparently that's what they said, that this was when we got that she was a Chihuahua Yorkie mix. So
I believe it.
Let's see if that turns out to be the truth.
We'll find out.
Chloe.
Only science will tell
Jeez,
us.
Chloe. Come on.
Yeah. That's so cute. I'm so glad I got to speak to you about dentistry and true crime. You made my night very, very well.
All right.
I'll let you go. I'm a dentist in New York City.
Oh, really?
I went
Cool.
to NYU. I just see is she a hygienist? No. Everyone always asks that. I'm not an assistant. No. I know. You're expecting that old white guy.
Well, the dentist that I have, she's probably like
2021.
42. She's pretty young too.
Yeah.
The one I have.
Yeah, there's more women now.
Yeah.
Before it was all men, white men.
Hey, you guys are taking over the earth.
Who?
Women.
Dentists or women?
Yeah.
Women?
You're taking over.
I'm not having kids, so I don't know. So like, who's taking over? But yeah, everyone always tells me how they hate the dentist. I'm like, me too. Fuck them. I'm sorry. But I was just like,
I wish you were a dentist over here. You'd be a fun dentist to have, it sounds like.
That I rehabilitate like Caesar Milan. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Like people have been scarred by dentists, and I know because I've seen it. So when I always tell them, I'm like, look, I will never hurt you. I promise.
We need more dentists just like you out there.
Aw, that's what I thought dentistry would be like, but it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, another caller.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll let you go. You could always send me your questions. You have my email.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, have a good one. I'm listening.
All right.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
You do, bye. I don't know if I don't think I have her. Send me an email. I don't know if I have your email, but you'd have to send one. But yeah, you guys should, if you live in New York, go check it out. Sounds like it'd be a fun time at the dentist. Hey, Ronnie, don't say that. Do not say that was a great call. All the calls on here are nightmares. I treat everybody like absolute garbage. They leave the show crying and withering in a corner. It's unbelievable, everybody. Don't say that. All right, here we go. I think this is one I've seen. 812. You gotta unmute yourself. 812. Hello.
First time calling.
First time caller. How's it going?
Pretty good. I live in Indiana, and I come across you when I was looking up information on the April Tinsley case. I'd had a daughter that was headed an attempted abduction in 1990. And I've been listening to you ever since. And of course, living in Indiana, the Delphi case is on the news every year. And I was wondering, on the sex offender
Well,
list.
what did you say? I kind of missed. Are you saying that you have a daughter that went missing, or what? What did you say?
No, somebody tried to abduct her, and I had seen a special on the April Tinsley case on IDTV.
Yeah.
And I thought it sounded an awful lot like what had happened with that situation.
Where were you at? Where were you at the time?
In Indiana.
And what year was that?
Right around 1990.
Yeah, I covered the April Tinsley case probably 3 or 4 times on this channel. A big, really in-depth look at it. Miller, I think John Miller, I think is his name. Yeah, the killer.
Yeah.
It was 1988 or 9, I think. And then in like 1992, he was still, that's when he left a message on a barn.
Right.
Maybe that was 1990. Like, my memory right now is not sharp on that, but I mean, he was still.
I live in southern Indiana, and I just didn't know because I'd seen some things where his son said that there was a lot of miles on his mom's car that she had given him that shouldn't have been there, and I know he says that he's tried to abduct people before. But
what happened? Can you tell me what happened in that one, though? Like in your daughter's
Pardon?
case? Like what happened in your daughter's case?
No, they kept looking for her. It was my daughter and the neighbor girl were out playing in the backyard, and the neighbor lives right along the road, and so they were out playing, and a car pulled up and wanted to know if they wanted some toys. And my daughter she was a little bit older. She was probably about 5, and the other little girl was about 4. And the 4-year-old ran towards the car. She was wanting a toy, and they grabbed a hold of her wrist, and she got pulled away from him and ran in the house.
Wow.
And we called detectives and stuff, and my dad just lived a block away, and he said he had seen the vehicle in the area for about a week, and he thought they were stalking to maybe break in a house. And so he kept trying to see what their plate was, but it was late at night when he would get off work, and he was never headed the right direction where he could tell. And
wow.
So he did see the car and seen that they had described the driver. He didn't know about it until the next day. But
did they ever catch the guy?
No, they never did find anybody. Of course, I kept looking for the car forever, and now I don't. I just know it was a dark, I believe blue, but yeah, it's been long enough now. And
I think he had Miller had it seemed like he had like a blue pickup or something, if I remember right. Miller.
Yeah, this was a car, and he actually had somebody with him, but.
That's crazy. Well, sorry to distract you there, but what was the actual? You had another thing that you were going to talk about, right?
Yeah, the Delphi.
Right.
I was just curious about how they do on the Indiana sex offender registry. Do you know when they do that? Do they just check like that county or?
Oh, I'm sure they checked all the local sex offenders first and then start moving out from there. Yeah.
So you think they probably do further?
Mm-hmm.
I had just ran across something, and I.
Well, what was it?
Well, I was looking, and it's a little further northeast. And anyway, I was looking at mugshots of sex offenders, and I came across the guy, and I thought it looked kind of like the jacket that the guy had on. And I got looking at it, and I mean, he's had the reddish brown hair and fits the height, weight, age, all that kind of stuff. He fits in that area, and but I started looking him up on the My Case Indiana, and he's got a failure to register and a lot of several different incest and all these different things that are sexual related, and but then I couldn't find any connection with Delphi, and I got looking, and I did finally find a name. His same last name popped up at an address just down the road from the CPS building.
Oh, really? When did he live? When did he live there?
He didn't live there. It's a female that's his same age, and I haven't been able to figure out if there's any connection between those two or not.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure a while ago I might have found her on his dad and mom's Facebook. But
well, how did you find an address?
How
did you find an address down the road related to him, but it's not related to him? I don't get that part.
No, it's the same last name as his. It's not. It's evidently not a very common last name.
Oh, I see.
And it was the only thing that was coming up, and it was a female with that same last name, about a year younger than him.
Well,
and
you could send me the name on an email.
Related.
You can send me a name on the email.
Okay.
I could check it out.
Okay, because then, like I said, I couldn't find any connection to Delphi, and I finally, his name is a name that you could shorten the first name, and so I put that in the last name, and it come up in a yearbook, and I'm from Delphi, and I'm pretty sure it's the right age group and everything, so.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
It was kind of weird that it kept falling.
Interesting.
Stuff that was correct, so.
Well, what you're doing is what a lot of people have done. They've looked at sex offenders and trying to find one. How far away does he live from, or was he living from Delphi at the time?
I'm not real familiar with that area. I've never been to Delphi, but I've been to Kokomo, and I think it's probably, I don't know, probably the next county up, but maybe 2 counties. I'm not positive without looking.
Huh. Well, cool. We'll keep up. Send me what if you want to. If you want to send it to me, I can take a look at it. Don't worry, you're safe on here. You've already said it on the air, so.
Okay.
If you're wondering about the reward or something, I won't be getting it. And even if I get the reward, I don't even know. I mean, it's like I'm not looking to get the reward. You guys get that? I'm not out there. If you notice on this show, I'm not trying to find the person. I'm trying to put out the information so that somebody else who recognizes the person knows who it is. I really don't care about it. It's like I'd feel kind of weird actually getting a reward in a case. I'd want to give it to a charity or start something, help some people out that it's related to or something like that. It's just, I don't know. It would feel strange. There's so many people that go, they're so into the reward part of it. As soon as I hear somebody that's into the reward, like they're really into it, like that's why they're doing something, then I sort of question why they're doing what they're doing. It's all about
I
the
hadn't
money.
even thought of that. I just, I'd like to see them. They put all that effort into, getting a video and everything, and it's such a terrible tragedy, and I just really like them to find who did it.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I think what you're doing is, that stuff could be useful. What you're trying to do.
I didn't know.
It's a needle in a haystack, but if you're finding somebody that you
it may not be. It just was just felt kind of weird that everything kept falling into place, because I've looked at other ones and stuff, and then you hit a brick wall, and so that one, the farther I dig, the more it seems like a possibility.
Well,
At
awesome.
least something to check out.
Well, send me an email. Keep on doing what you're doing, and I appreciate you calling in.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Have a good one. Sorry about what happened to your daughter, too.
Oh,
I mean, she got out of it,
scary.
but
she wouldn't play
scary.
outside for years, and we ended up moving to another county just because she wouldn't go out and play.
Yeah, it's totally understandable. Got to change the environment. So, well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's a pretty freaky story, that one with her kid, right? that's you know, it's a nightmare. I forgot what her name was. Anybody remember? Or did she say it? Was it like Francis or something? I don't know. Oh yeah, by the way, I just checked my email again, and here's finally the receipt came in, and there it is right there, everybody. June 27th, 2021. We sent $500 to the Abby and Libby ballpark for Becky's birthday. Okay, there you go. All right, so we showed the donation on the air and the receipt as it came into the email. So all the rodeo clowns out there who say that we don't donate, prove it, Gray. You don't, hey, prove it. We prove it every single time. That's the truth. And you can go back to the end of each month and see it every single time. And that's literally $500. Not 10, not 20. So, raise your hand if you're planning on calling in still tonight. Because how long have we been on here? 2 hours and 25 minutes. I did a 3-hour show earlier. I'm kind of burnt out a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, do you want to sing Happy Birthday one more time, Mary Lou?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, forget it, Mary Lou. Man, you are wasted. How about you, John Boy? Do you want to do it?
You want me to sing Happy Birthday? Okay. Happy birthday to Becky. Happy birthday to Becky. Happy birthday, dear Becky. Happy birthday to you.
Benny Boar.
What does Benny Boar mean? Just, God. Oh, that Mary Lou, I'll tell you what. Yeah, it's been a lot. But, all right, everybody. If you missed the very first part of the show, you should go listen to the message that I put out there. I think it's important for all those creators out there that want to keep on talking trash, acting like they have something on top. I don't care, okay? And I'm talking about mainly the Delphi creators. I'm not going to harass or mention you guys at all unless you put out a false video or something like that. I still will do that. It would be irresponsible for me not to. But I won't use you, like I won't be thinking about saying your name just sort of in casual conversation about something. Yeah, it's Becky Patty's birthday today. Oh, look at that. There's Beholder with the drool coming out of the side of the mouth right out of Zozo's image of the killer in the Delphi case. All right. Yeah, why do you want to see it? I don't want to show it. I'll show the video. I'll do the video of it. Hold on a second. Yeah, Mary Lou sang the birthday earlier, and then she got too drunk to sing it later. All right. Okay, is it this one? All right, so this is one
here we go.
that Julie Melvin made for me. You can hear it right here. Listen, listen,
Okay,
listen.
Here we go. We're getting ready to get on the bridge. This is to help Gray Hughes
Yeah, Hughes. Yeah, that's my name.
do some.
All right, so they go all the way across the bridge. It's a really great video because this is exactly what it looked like out there, 100%. And as a matter of fact, right there is where the first photo was taken. There's the vine.
So we're
The second photo was taken right off of this next platform, turning around and filming just like that. And that was her husband wearing a hoodie. That's not the killer. Okay, this is the same shot right here of the... okay, well, you can see right there what I'm talking about. But let's go all the way to the end. And then all the way back again. Now they're going all the way back. All right, hold on. God, that's making me dizzy. Wow. Look over here. Look, watch. Look, it's like a 45-degree angle over there.
let's go.
See, that's a tree that people said there was behind, but that's a tree on the edge of a 60-degree cliff. You see that? And now you get a better shot of it. Look how steep that is over there. Yeah, there's nothing going on over there, everybody. And there you see the metal pylons that are, or the barrier in the tree that people said were people also. Yeah. Actually, that's a pretty good angle right there. See, look how steep it is just off to the side there. And then it gets even worse. The further you go down, it turns into a cliff almost. Yeah, so when you're just about to get the other, you're almost on the other side. Let me back it up a little. See, it's interesting in this shot here because way over here are the other trees over there. So it's kind of like you can see across the creek, but there's a lot of stuff going on. And you can see way down there, you can actually see the ground. I think almost like right in there is the water. Oh, awesome, Cairo. You need to go back and listen to the beginning of the video. Things took a little bit of a turn today. But thank you, buddy. Yeah, that's good stuff. I don't think I've even had a sip of that flavor. Is it pretty good? Can you taste that flavor in it? What is it, cucumber or something? I don't know. Yeah, I'll check it out. The killer would have to be awfully young at the time to have that be related. That's 36 years ago. Ah, very cool, very cool. See, you can really see down below there. I'm trying to see how far you can see. An interesting thing would be to put somebody in a red outfit and then see how far you can make out little parts of them walking in February of any year. Because as you can see, you can, the processing of the video makes it a little bit blurry in there, but you can see that, there's ground down there and it kind of goes off. All right. So for those of you that were listening to the Charles Manson in the Druid outfit earlier, he lied on his show again. He said that there were, that I told you guys that the vehicle was parked at the CPS building. I did talk to the person, one of the witnesses who saw the car parked there. He said it was parked there at 8:45, and then later when he left where he was working there, it was still there at 2:15. He told everybody that I said that the car was gone by 2, and that changes everything. Well, yes, that would change everything, wouldn't it? Because the girls were barely, that second photo was at 2:07. So that doesn't change a damn thing because that's not the reality of it. I just told you what the reality of it was. I never said that, what he said. Okay? So just, come on, everybody. This is getting really weird. People trusting people with brains the size of a pea. Yeah, he made a whole nother video, Cairo. After we went through the whole thing yesterday, he sent me a... I'm going to put this at the end of the show now. Let me show you what he wrote. I think it's always important to revisit these kinds of things. So after the show that I did last night, he said, if you were serious, I will keep the video down. I know you still be an ass sometimes. You're not perfect, but if you actually try, that is enough for me, Gray. And I said, sounds good, and I wish you luck out there. And then today, he did a live stream where he called me idiot about 6 times, had this other guy on, they were bashing me into oblivion, and he said, but if Gray ever talks about us again, I'm going to put that video out. Well, go ahead. Put the video back up. But here's what's going to happen. The people that you sent accidentally, but I have all their names in a list, and there's people that have seen the list already. And some of those names are people that aren't going to want their name out there associated with that. So you're going to need to ask them if you can do it, okay? And if they say, sure, go ahead, then by all means, post a video again. I don't care. I tell you what, it's really just charity on my part because it's the only damn video that anybody's watched on your channel, okay? Good luck. Now the rest of you in the Delphi community, you're all good. We're all squared away, all right? Good. All right. Excellent. The clap, Jennifer Rochelle. That's right. Yeah, he's just everything he says about me is. He admitted on the video. He's probably taken it down by now. He admitted on there that he used Bush League tactics when he made the video. Well, what does that mean to you? Have you ever seen me make a video with Bush League tactics? See, what that means is they put out something that wasn't accurate to tell a story. That's what that means. And that's what he did. And he admits it on the show. It's weird. And people just let it skate by. It's hilarious. What happened, Cammie Curry? What happened? Look at that. Those 3 mad faces you made. No, he's really just... I won't even mention his name because it's worthless. But I'm telling you, he kept trying to say he's going to hold that up against me. And that's just not going to happen. Okay? He's not going to be able to go out and just cut me down. And if I say something back, oh, the video, don't say anything back, Ray. Let me bash you into oblivion while I hold this video up against you. I don't care. Go ahead. But like I said, the names of the people that you accidentally left out will be released. Okay? Other than that, I don't really care. Okay? I wanted everything to just stop. Focus on your own channels. Do your own thing. Do you really want to do that? Or do you want to keep on going down this route of bullshit? If I want to treat people a certain way and they don't like my channel, they can take off. That's not you to tell me how to do something. All right? Thank you. Yeah. And the reason I did the video yesterday is I felt bad for some of the people in the comments. In some of the videos, I felt like, wow, you felt like that? Jeez. I mean, I've never felt any animosity or, rarely on any of these different random calls that people go, oh, it was so devastating. But it makes me feel bad. So I was like, okay, well, don't worry. I'll try not to do that. But I would suggest not watching the channel because it's hard to change my personality. And then for all the YouTubers out there, just do your own thing. Let's just move on. Sounds good, Gray. Sounds good. Oh, wait, but now I've got to do it again. I gotta start bitching a third time. It's unreal. It's unreal, man. All right, 206. 206. You have to hit *6. Hello.
Hi there. I
Hello.
had to unmute myself.
Yeah, right. *6. Yep.
Sorry about that. This is Kit.
Hey.
Hey. So I just wanted to say a couple things about these assholes that are making these videos.
Yeah, it's unreal. It's just.
I just want to say this. I'm 51 years old, and I'm training to be a mortician. And I have planned over 200 funerals in my life, and I've seen a lot of death in my little career, and I have 1 year left before I'm done with school. And I feel like these people that are doing these things, I don't think that they've really had like any actual experience with true crime in that literal sense. Because if they did, they wouldn't be doing this bullshit.
Yeah, well, it's just a complete waste of time.
It is a complete waste of time, and I only say that because, like, just for what I see on the job, you know, these people should their minds wouldn't even be going there to waste 2 hours to do that shit.
Yeah.
It just makes me so angry that they spend their precious time, actually.
Well, it's weird because it's just because they're. Well, here's the reality of it, is that their content is so poor that they go, God, how can I make a name for myself? Hey, I'll be the guy that tells everybody what Gray's really like, even though it's all smoke and mirrors. Yes, I said those sentences, but they were totally out of context.
I don't even understand why they get hurt by all that anyway.
I know, it's weird that somebody gets so devastated by, they're in here and I just go, oh, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Oh, Gray, you're an asshole.
I guess
hey,
that's
idiot,
kind
bye.
of my point. Like, I don't really think that they've seen tragedy in their lives.
Yeah.
They just do YouTube videos about it.
Yeah, well,
Because
here's the thing.
like-
My brother died in 1986, right? So after that, things became way less emotional. Like, something happens,
Right.
I don't go, oh, God, because I've gone, like, that was a horrendous time, right? So you got, like took a couple of years to get out of that, mentally.
Yeah.
This one, so these things happen and you just go, wow, how did you get so devastated by somebody calling you out? It's just, it's weird.
Well, that's what I'm saying here is that when you go through a loss, we're all drawn to true crime for a reason. There's a reason why we're all here together, and it's because we've all had a tragedy or we're still carrying around grief, and there's no getting over it, as far as I'm concerned, from like the things that I've gone through and you've gone through. But these assholes that are making these videos, they just put them out, and they haven't gone through this shit. So that's why they're doing it. And so fuck those people. And I just wanted to call and say that. That's all.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. You kind of remind me a little bit of the other kid, the Kit Kat. Kit Kat calls in. She has a similar sound. You ever heard her call in?
Oh, okay.
There's a Kit Kat.
So yeah, I have 1 more year of mortician school, and I'm moving back to the Midwest in a month, so I can work at a funeral home and be of service to everybody. So
must be kind of a tough job.
I was also gonna say, yeah. I mean, I've seen a lot of suicides. I've seen a lot of people dying alone at home. And we just need to be nice to each other. Come on. So that's why I get pissed when everyone's attacking you for what? It's just like for fun.
No, well, they would argue that what you just said is what they're doing. That I'm not nice to these people. But the thing is, here's what never happens, everybody. I'm never mean. Here's the thing. I'm never just mean like, for the sake of being mean. There's always something that happens. Like somebody calls in, I go, Yeah, no, that just doesn't make any sense. I think that's ludicrous. They'll go, well, screw you, you're an asshole. And I go, oh, well, you're an idiot, bye. And then they take the clip out that says, you're an idiot, that I said. And it's like, well, no, there was this whole other thing that they typed.
Sometimes you know, it is what it is. And if you're an idiot, then, yeah, I'm going to call you an idiot.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's not, it has nothing to do with being nice. So, I think you're awesome. So,
well, anyways.
But I'm gonna let you go, and I'll call in again some other time.
Well, I hope so. You can tell us more about, like, especially when you get going. You know, let's see if there's any kind of weird. You know, you might get some murders in there. You know, or maybe you can't talk about it. You know, I don't know if that's something.
Yeah, I've seen, like I said, with my profession, I've seen a lot of interesting. Like when I worked in Missouri, I did my funeral apprenticeship in Missouri, and there was a lot of fucked up things that happened there in Missouri. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
But we had a suicide there that was kind of famous, actually, in Missouri. A man was facing 9 years in federal prison for.
Is that the cyanide one in court? No.
No, but I saw that.
That one was crazy, right?
That
God,
was insane. If anyone hasn't looked that up, there was a man that was charged with the same thing, like fraud, and he took cyanide or something, right?
Yeah, he was just sitting in court, and he kind of went like this, you know, like put his hands up by his face, and then he was sitting there, and all of a sudden he started convulsing, and then died. It's really crazy. There's Kit Kat right there. She just donated $5.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna go eat some ice cream and listen to the rest of your show. And you all take care and be safe.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Kit. Half a cat. Kit Kat. Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways. I did see, who was that? Up there, it was, trying to read the names here. Kevin Brown, that's what I was in. Yeah, Kevin, I saw that you made a comment that they put on that live stream. Didn't you think that was shockingly ludicrous that they did another live stream about me after it was all sort of settled and done and we were moving on? It was unreal. I saw that they put one of your comments up there, then they got rid of it. God, they just couldn't leave well enough alone and move on. You know, they just, I gotta say something. Yeah. Absolutely nuts. I don't know. If they don't stop, it's cool. I'm just keeping track of them all. I'm downloading all their videos as records. You know, because I'm not doing anything to them. Like, this isn't me doing something to them. It's me telling them how it's going to be. Okay? I know. Hey, Blue Rivers, I'm going to dance a jig, as I've said 100 times. I'm going to dance an actual jig. Well, maybe. Yeah. All right. Any last thoughts out there, you guys? I'm not really following the Xavier Harrelson case that much. You know, it's just, I've looked at it a few times. It's just 567. Hello, who's this?
Steph May.
Huh?
It's Steph May.
Oh, Steph May. Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you. You said it so quiet. It was like Steph
I don't know.
May.
Does it sound like I'm whispering?
Or something, yeah. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm catching up. I'm playing catch up. I just jumped on. I was on earlier. That was an awesome live that you did with what's her
Chasing
name?
Truth.
Yeah, there you go. Chasing Truth. It was the first time I've watched anything with her, and I was extremely impressed with how non-biased that she is, with not, attacking the family and assuming guilt and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how we both are.
It was good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you're always like that, though. I mean, you're kind of. It's hard. I say that because there's not many YouTubers that are fact-based, that are not, just. For instance, when everybody says, "How come the mom, Summer Wells? How come her mom hasn't been in front of the cameras?" Like, would you go in front of the cameras right now? Hell no.
Yeah, well, especially with the super sleuths on social media, looking at every eye blink, every what was there a stain on her shirt? Oh, that must have been the one with it's just just wouldn't work out. I would never let if I was him, Don, I'd never let her anywhere near that thing, the mic.
That's right. Yeah. Not at all. Not even a little. Not for a second. I think she's. We all heal and deal with tragedy in our own way, and like I said, and you have always been like that. I mean, you have always just not been emotionally invested to the point of drawing conclusion until after, all of the facts have been revealed, and then you follow the facts. And if the facts lead to mom, dad, or a family member, then you're like, go F yourself, you're a jackass, what's wrong, whatever. But you don't get to that point until after. That's why I watch your channel always, and I don't go to other channels or anything like that. It was just really good to see that she's the same way.
Yeah. Well, her and I have been friends. I mean, during the Kanika case, she was pretty conspiratorial, but I think over the years she kind of, learned it to do the fact-based stuff. The Kanika Jenkins case is one of those ones where, like she was on the other side, like, that it was a murder and stuff like that. And then over time, she definitely learned to do the more rational approach.
Yeah, it's just so much nicer to. I don't know. I'm middle-aged and I don't have the time or the patience to get through all the BS of somebody who's so emotionally invested that they're kind of building their own narratives with. It's kind of like with other cases where people will not only chase what's going to make their theory become the outcome or true, but they'll lie their asses off. Well, I heard it here, I heard it there. So I really enjoyed that live. I actually got more information out of that live after hearing that she is kind of communicating with somebody that's close to the family or in the family. So a lot of those theories that I thought were possible were kind of tossed out the water at that point. So I really truly enjoyed that today. This other BS, this other bullshit, these people coming after my gray hues like this, man.
Yeah.
What are they thinking?
Who knows? Idiots.
I just got a question.
Really dumb people,
How does? I didn't watch it. I didn't. I'm. You know what? I'm on vacation this week. Okay?
Yeah. Well, what's weird is I do have some people in here that actually watch here that are actually like, wow, you're both good. No, it's not. We got it done with last night. We got it over with last night. The guy had made another video today. He's an embarrassment, a shitty person, and that's the only answer there is at that point. You got to just let things go and start moving on. That's what I said. Everyone needs to move on. He's not a good person, okay? And that's just the reality of it. He couldn't do it.
I feel like when people give their energy or their attention to other creators, the other creator, like their main objective is to tear someone else down. Whether you agree with it or not, if you're giving it the time and the energy and your attention, not saying that that by watching it you're agreeing with it, but you can't unhear it, and then you can't help. Like if I watched it, I know that I would be up in those comments like, go F yourself, you're full of shit, you don't know what you're talking about, to the max. and then involve myself in it. But kind of like when the trolls come in the chat, you know, on your show, like Harvey the other day, I didn't know that that's a fake Harvey. And so
yeah, there's tons of fake.
I let my
There's somebody that makes like 100 fake Harvey accounts, and it's just really like what a weird.
See, who has time?
Yeah.
Who has time for that shit? That says something in itself. Somebody who has time to go through all of Gray Hugh's most recent videos on back for however long. Like somebody actually made a conscious decision to sit down with an entire day or 2 or 10 and just go through content and take snippets, put it together from what I'm understanding. And so that's a psycho. Like that is a stalker, stage 5 clinger psycho that has time to invest in just that, just to smear campaign Gray Hughes. Like if you don't like Gray Hughes, don't watch Gray Hughes. To me, it's pretty simple. If you like Gray, watch Gray. If you don't watch Gray. But
right, but Cindy, hold on one second. But hey, Cindy, see, Cindy just said, I think once Gray and whatever, Chose spoke another video agreeing that everyone should adhere to their same standards, should have been done and no bashing. Right, that's true. He's the one that did it. Everybody needs to focus in on him. And what I'm going to tell you right now is he sent me an email saying, yep, everything's good. Let's move forward. He made a video today where he called me idiot. He was bashing me the whole time, brought on a guest to bash me. It was just a big bash fest, okay? That's what it was. That's all it was. There was nothing positive. I mean, it was absolutely insane, okay? So, and then he said in there, but if Gray talks about us anymore, I'm going to put this video back out. Here's what. Go ahead and put it out. Except, if you put it out, I'm going to reveal the 22 names that you put out in an email you accidentally sent that are all part of this collective group that are trying to screw with people. Okay, so I'm going to put those out slowly, and there's a lot of names on that list that you kind of go, wow, that's weird. How did that person get on there? Wow. So that's what's going to happen to you. So you better go check with those people to see if that's okay, because that's going to happen if you put that video out again. But the truth is even if you put it out and I might decide not to do that, I don't really care that much. I'm trying to help you out. That's the only video you've got that anybody watches. It's ridiculous. God, the guy's a joke.
I heard somebody say that in the comments.
God, just listen to him.
I feel like when you get to a point of I mean, how does it feel to know? I just got to ask you this, Greg, for real, on a level of realness right now. How does it feel to know that out of everything going on in the world right now, all the people, all the kids that are being abducted, all the murders that are taking place, all the political bullcrap, out of everything that's going on right now, there are, however many you just said, adult people sitting in front of a computer, and all they have time to focus on is Gray Hughes. That has to.
Well, it's weird. It's strange. But here's the thing, everybody. I want to focus in on true crime. I did it today, and then after that show, I went, oh my God, here's this guy again. And then I started off mentioning it today. Then we did 2 or 3 hours of call-in again. I want to do true crime shows. I don't want to deal with that, but I'm not going to have somebody tell me that I can't say anything. He even said if he talks mean to any of his callers or anything again, I'm putting this video up. Who the hell are you, man?
Jesus.
You just do your channel. I'm going to do mine. If they don't like me, they can go leave and go watch another video. Leave me the hell alone. I'm not going to be talking about you. I'm not going to say your name or any of the other ones. Do your videos. I told you this last night. You didn't listen. You just thought it'd be really cool because your subs didn't like that you accepted the apology. So you had to put out another bashing video. Quit doing it. I'm going to stick with true crime because that's what I'm doing. I'm not like you.
Yeah.
All right? You are a weird person. Wow. Unbelievable.
I'm betting these are people that have that are not recognized in true crime or something. Maybe this is their way.
See, what I hate right now is when you get these people in I don't like when people in the chat up here are like, yeah, that's right. Gray, you should, listen, I got to defend myself. All right. So unless you're in my shoes, quit talking your stupid bullshit, sort of like high morality, complex comments in the chat. It looks really stupid. Okay. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I got to defend myself because this guy absolutely crossed the line doing that shit that he did today. Okay. If you don't understand that, then just get the hell out of here too. I do not care. Okay? If you don't understand what I just did today, then that means you don't get life. You're a weird person. God, it's so
you've
ridiculous.
got a lot of time.
You get these people going, God, Gray, I wish you would just do, I wish you would. Wait, listen, I know you wish I would do something, but you're not dealing with the shit that I'm dealing with, okay? So, until you deal with that, do not try to comment and try to rationalize it. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I hate it.
Maybe we should all report it.
Well, I'm not going to tell anybody to do that.
Right. I mean, if it's not factual, then
it's definitely not factual. It's just, the guy's just a...
Okay.
It's unreal.
Duly noted. Yeah. I've seen in the membership section. I've seen it, and I think I read the comments that were in it. I think maybe if it's not factual, then it's bullshit and it should be gone.
Yeah, Gray's an idiot, Gray's an idiot, Gray's an idiot, Gray's an idiot. He says it 100 times and then goes...
Did he really say that?
Yeah, he just kept saying, oh, Gray's an idiot, and he just kept cutting me down. I don't know how many times he said it, but he said it. He said it multiple times, and then he had another person on, and then he said, after he said that, he goes, and if Gray talks about us again, boy, I'm going to post this video again. And I've got another one waiting. Oh, and I did a rap about him, too. God, what a psycho, man. He's sitting around making these things. Listen, I'm not going to be, you're not going to control my life at all. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if people don't like my show, they don't have to watch it. Okay? But here's what's not going to happen. I'm not going to be talking about you or using your name. Just because you know who I'm referring to here, I'm not using your name. So you can choose to think it's about you, because it probably is, or not, but nobody else knows. So there you go, all right? I'm not going to be talking about other YouTubers.
Guilty.
I'm going to debunk you, though, if you come out with false information like you did today, misquoting what I had said, all right? Thank you. I don't understand.
I also that said something about money. And I just want to be the another person along with a big long line of other people that have said the same thing. That every single show, Gray says every donation, which Gray doesn't have to ask for donations because he's got quite the loyal freak family. That we know every single time I donate, everybody knows I donate. This is like my church tithes in my mind. That it goes to support the channel. All of Gray's work, a lot of work and energy goes into putting on the shows. I feel like I'm lazy because it's kind of my way of donating to the causes that mean a lot to me. And I don't have to do any of the legwork. I just send it to Gray and then he sends it out accordingly, I don't have to separate donations, whatever. But I read a comment that kind of made me feel like those of us that donate are being scandaled or something like that. And let me just say, that's the biggest bunch of bullshit. I'm a grown-ass woman. I work hard for my freaking paycheck, and I do what the hell I want with it. If I want to give it all to Gray Hughes' channel, then that's what I'm going to freaking do. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can suck my ass. I don't care. I do what I want. And everything that we're doing on this channel with the charities is what we want to be doing with the charities. It's extremely important. So instead of people focusing on Gray Hughes individually being jealous, like it's smeared with jealousy. All I smell and taste right now is other people's jealousy.
Oh, it's just
envy.
And they're trying to they think they're trying to destroy a channel that actually does more than any of them combined to help people. So why are you doing that? You look like just total morons. It's
they think
weird.
They're going to destroy your channel?
Yeah, well, they're trying to. But I want to thank you, Karen Price, before they fly up there. Karen Price, D&K Reck, JD, Brianna Props, Shogun Love. Now, I understand you guys in here that are saying stuff like, you're making comments like, man, everybody needs to just focus in on the true crime. I totally agree. However, you have to be able to support me in what I'm saying right now. If you don't get what I'm saying, then there's something wrong with you. Okay? I can't ignore...
they're attacking the channel. Yeah. They're attacking all of us that are a part of the channel.
Yeah, and it's just, if you're going to be held hostage by somebody, it's like somebody that's extorting you. Sometimes it's just better to go, you know what, screw it. Release the photograph, because they're just going to have something over you And there's nothing, they don't have anything. They just have a video that they've already put out that was fake, but it was, it was their, the people liked it because people that hate me are like, oh man, that's great. Ooh, great. It's great. Ooh. It's freaky. But anyways,
we need a freak family call to arms. That's what we need. A freak family call to arms.
Thanks, Dan Carr.
That's
Yeah. So anyways,
what we need.
Tomorrow I'm going to get back. Now you guys have been doing your homework, right? On the Murdoch family, I guess they're called.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. So we got to get all the details. Yeah. Go ahead.
I got my vacation going, and yeah, I found a lot of stuff. But I love you, Dre. I watch nobody but you. I come to you for the facts, and that's not going to change. I'm pretty sure that anybody who's been here long enough knows that Grace Freak family is as loyal could possibly be. We're not going to go anywhere. Nobody's going to run us off. We can't convince us of anything other than what we already know.
Yeah.
And,
well, I hope you guys keep supporting my channel because it's cool. Yeah, bitches.
For sure.
Bitches.
Oh yeah, we're bitches. We are straight bitches. We are, we just don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody thinks about me personally, but if they're attacking your channel, they're attacking your freak family. I mean, I can't sit idle by. I mean, I didn't know anything that was in that video, but now that I know, I'll absolutely freaking report it. I took offense to the whole claim to, like, we're idiot adults and we don't know what we're doing with money, or like we're children and we need their permission. Maybe that's the jealousy part. Maybe they aren't smart enough to gather a following of people that are like-minded, that are willing to support their work. And so by bashing our channel, that makes them feel what? Make them feel like children.
Yeah,
juvenile delinquent.
I just don't really get it. I mean, it's like, why is there's another YouTuber that's like creating videos because he doesn't like the way I am to other people that are calling in and stuff. Look at then those people won't watch my show if they don't like me. It's not up to you to go out and try to make videos and show people. It's really weird. It's a strange thing.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple channels I watch from time to time. I'm like, man, that's BS, and I just don't watch them. I don't write something about them or talk shit about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're an adult. Like, meet us in a back alley. Just do that. Just meet us all.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Family in a back alley. That's what we should do.
Oh no,
that's what we do up here anyway. Like, meet us in a back alleyway. Grow up, people. Just knock it off. Find something to entertain yourself. There's kids right now that are missing. There's children missing, and that's what we're trying to focus on.
That's right.
We're focused on missing children and true crime.
That's
what this. Not a drama.
So I feel bad. I feel bad that this got brought up again today, but I really, based on what he was saying, there's just no way in hell I could let that stand like that. No chance.
No, so. I'm sorry that I didn't entertain it. I mean, I felt at the time I felt like I was doing the right thing by not giving it any energy. But I mean, I kind of feel now like, yeah, I mean, we can't let it happen. Ignorant assholes. Find something else to do with your time. Gray ain't going nowhere. Come as hard as you want. Gray's going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. We're going to support it. We're going to support it extra hard now. Pay attention. In a couple weeks when I get my work bonus, I'll show you how hard we're going to support it.
Oh, come on.
Hey, man, I'm serious. I've told you. I'll tell you this much. The other day when you did the show, showing how, I was really glad that they gave you the props. So, like, Identifinders, and I'm sorry, I can't think of her name right now.
Colleen Fitzpatrick.
But, yeah, knowing that the contributions have already made a difference. I mean, they've already helped. I'm a victim myself, and I know myself firsthand when you're waiting for that DNA to roll in. There's people out there walking the earth right now that are evil, that have ill intent, that are terrible human beings, that I still don't understand how they have air when we have good people that are waiting for organs, and then these rapists and murderers are walking the streets, allowed to just cause all the crazy harm that they want to. But nonetheless, knowing that money that's donated, not only supporting the greatest YouTuber ever, but is also going to truly fight to to bring closure and to start the healing and the
Yeah, and we're going to
process
keep
for
building it up
victims.
too. Because we're going to have at the end
Absolutely.
of this month. I'm going to try to do another 3,000 at the end of this month to the fund, so that'll be 3,500. We'll see, we might be able to do more. We'll see how it goes. But then that'll get that up to 13,500, and I think that's the cost. There might be a little extra cost now on the Bibb County, and I'll just kind of add to it out of my PayPal or something, and see if we, if they need extra money.
If you put in the members section the goal for the month, kind of give us an idea of the goal for the month, we'll make sure we do it. We will make sure that we hold good to that goal. I'm single, man.
Maybe it's hard to do though, because it's kind of random. There's some months that are just like during the pandemic, or like taxes are due. I don't know. It's hard to do it that way, but because it's not like it's. I don't know. Maybe I'll think about how to do that. But anyways, boy,
whatever you need though. We love you, Gray. Greatest YouTuber on earth. Like Superman.
On earth, everybody.
Sitting in his chair, fighting crime, taking it on the chin. All these people.
Yeah.
I should probably hang up because I'm fixing to start cussing them. I don't want to do that to you.
All right.
But I take offense to it.
Well,
I got you, boo-boo.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Steph May.
All right, love y'all.
Yeah, you do. It was really like, it was great having you call. Thank you. Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Boom. Yeah, we're like a family. Everybody loves everybody. All right? Boom chakalaka. I gotta shut this down. There we go. Yeah, well, thanks. Anyways, I'm sorry again for drama, blah, blah, blah. So I think now, though, I can just do whatever I want again. I think right now I'm just going to be what I want. I'm not going to be... Listen, everybody, one last time. I'm not going to be talking about other YouTubers. I will... I'm sorry for all the people that I've offended that's called in or been in the show. But just realize that I'm not going to be changing, so I wouldn't watch my channel if you're really offended like that. But I won't be talking about the other YouTubers. I'm going to be covering cases. Now, if you put out some disparaging stuff, I might talk about it, but won't be mentioning your channel or anything like that. All right, just like I did tonight. I just mentioned Manson with the Druid outfit. Okay. So I just want to get back to the cases, and that's what I was saying yesterday. I don't know what the hell happened today, like why this guy thought that was something funny and cool to do. Really disgusting. Thank you, Steph May. All right. Wow. Boom. Is that too late to catch the... I don't know. Let's see. Amazing. So we got a lot of good stuff we got to get done this year, and let's just keep on trucking. Yeah. If somebody puts out false information, I will make a video or discuss the false information, but I might try to do it in a less, I don't know. It's hard to do that because there's got to be a motive behind somebody to put out false information. So, anyways, thank you guys. Got my Gilligan hat still on. I forgot I even had it on. Got to go to YouTube now. I'm trying to read the comments. Yeah, that was a cool call. She always makes me feel similar to like how Stacy makes me feel. It's like such positivity. She's like Stacy with the like a hard edge on the end, like yeah. Yeah. So supportive, you know. Yeah. All right. Well, I thought there was some interesting calls tonight, too. You know, the lady that thinks she found somebody, a sex offender that lives generally, maybe there's some connection to the area. Who knows? See what that turns into. The what was that one call? It was sort of interesting. I remember what it was. It was the first call. It was some kind of a... What was that part on that one? I can't remember. Shit. My brain. I'm just so out of it right now. Was it something about this? Oh, wait. Well, how they would have... Well, shit. You guys remember that one? I can't remember. Yeah. You have to go check it out, Cindy Lynn. Oh, well, there you go. Thanks again, Steph May. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah.
For those who want to donate but can't.
Very cool. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, that's me. I'm trying to be drunk. Oh, God.
Alright, you are really drunk, Mary Lou. Alright. Susan Graves. Sandy Lee G. Michelle Nicholas. Kimberly Ortega. Oh, Susan Graves. Kimberly Ortega. Amber Maiden. Angela White. Kathy Freidenmaker. Time to Shine. Evan Starr. Ann Healy. Or Healy, excuse me. Ann Healy. Heather Marie. Cindy Liam. Allie Cake. Heaven Stars. Cammy Curry. Susie Heath. Kathy Freidenmaker. Jen H. Rhea Mazzarone. Callie M. Courtney Rod. Angela Vincent. I Hate Chocolate. Sarah Beth Colagas. Michelle Nicholas. I Love Labs. Shogun Love. B.S. Lynette Herbs. Kentucky Church Guy. Elizabeth Jansen. Heaven Stars. The Holder. Cairo. Kit Kat. D&K Reck. Karen Price. D&K Reck. J.D. Brianna Props. Shogun Love. Dad Carr. Steph May. And Steph May again.
Wow. Amazing, guys. Thank you. All right. So we also donated $500 to the Libby and Abby ballpark at the beginning of the show because it's also Becky Patty's birthday today. All right, so in honor of her birthday, we donated $500 to the Abby and Libby ballpark. And I think we've donated, gosh, I don't know. We donated $1,000 last year. That was matched, so that was $2,500. I think it was $500 to Nick Meck in their honor, so that's like $3,000. Yeah. And thank you to Mag on PayPal. That was a very generous one, and also Paulette on there, and also Charleston Amy. And Charleston Amy has her photo now in the freaks wearing section. at the end. Upper left-hand corner, you'll see it in there. I think she said she's an ex-ballet dancer. Yeah. So, excellent, everybody. Thank you guys very much. And let's see, anything else in here? Yeah. Okay. Then I got the email of the sex offender from the caller. Julie was her name, so see what happens there. All right. Already got homework, everybody. Already got homework. Yeah, I do have PayPal they're in the description of the video. And I don't know if my thing ever worked yet. It would have worked. I just never went over to connect there, the token. Let's see if it works right now. Does it work? It should. I signed on. Might take a minute, but forgot to hit the other button. Thank you, Lane Dune. Or is it Laney Dune? I'll try, Stephanie. I'll try. Thank you. Love all of you too. And listen, everybody, I make mistakes. Sometimes I'm an absolute idiot, you know? I know it, though. Like, I can actually say, oh, God, that was stupid. Oh, jeez. And I do. I even call myself out sometimes. Okay? So, there you go. That does happen. Oh, wait. No, I can't do that. Narcissists don't do that. Oh, hold on. Let me... okay. I'm going to have to never do that again. Thank you, Emily Flotilla. Yeah, yeah. We're not computers, all right? You don't like the hat? Lynette, come on, it's awesome. It's the Gilligan hat, man. Skipper. Gilligan, little buddy. Doop. Oh, come on. That's just classic. All right, everybody, we will see you guys tomorrow. And as I always say, everybody, until next time, be safe out there. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now.
What kind of music you got going here? What is you doing?
Oh my God, you're wasted.
I'm not wasted at all. Gonna get you, I'll get you, maybe, projector, my actor, crime detector, connector, and always beat you with up there. There's a you there, and I went down the street
on his pector with all respect. Just remember, I've a temple fucking check. I have no agenda. I'm no pretender. And I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender.
Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you. Wow, did you guys hear that? Mary Lou is absolutely wasted.
I'm not, Dre, you're full of crap.
Oh my God. I think she's gonna fall on the floor anytime soon.
Rock, invention. He pulled on me tightly, blows like a harpoon, daily and nightly, and he never stopped. He said, yo, I don't know, and then the guy said, hey, look.
Oh my God! Save her, John Boy.
No, they only like her, so let her do her show.
Yeah, they only like me anyways. Okay, let me try it again. And a little story about, they gotta tell about the guy with the horses and forget it.
Wow. Man, there's no way in hell she can get through one of those.
I feel so, let me try. I was that I'm in new edition. Wait, no, invention.
Ah, screw it. Forget it. I guess it's just music tonight. Hey, I didn't even say what your profession was, Charleston, Amy. You just said that you were, you did ballet dancing. I don't know what your profession is. I never had a contest. I don't even know if you were a professional ballet dancer. You just said you're a ballet dancer. I was like, oh, cool. Just like I'm a rapper, right? I mean, I'm just kidding.
Craig, I'm dead again. While leveling up the TRD1 E. John Boy, I hate you, John Boy. I hate you, John Boy.
Oh, wow, how come, Mary Lou?
Cause I'm drunk. I'm drunk and I don't like you anymore. My name is Timmy.
Wow, Timmy, wow. That's weird. Mary Lou became Timmy.
Well, I am Timmy. I don't like me when I drink. So I don't like Timmy. I'm just like Timmy, right? Gray, I don't like you, Gray. You suck.
Wow, Mary Lou. I'm never having you on the show again.
Ah, you tried, Gray. Well, the freaks are gonna get mad at you and you don't be on anymore.
Oh, God. Yikes. Oh, that's awesome. You didn't tell me that you danced with a company. Good for you. That's amazing. Charleston Amy, the actual ballet dancer. I mean, we have authors in here. We've got dentists. We've got ballet dancers. We've got butchers, we've got morticians, we've got, I mean, what else? I mean, can you imagine? There's so many people. Hey, Nick, yeah, the show's over, buddy. But even if I was doing whatever I'm doing, why do you care?
Hey, look, I tried. Hey, Greg, and I tried again. I stop the lumberary and listen. Lay back with a random invention.
That's awesome. Charleston Amy, the actual ballet dancer. How many of you have actually met a professional?
I know one time.
What?
Lisa, do the thumb on the like button.
Do the thumb on the like button? What does that even mean? Look at the beholder with the black hearts. Next thing we know, we'll see a vomit face. In the eye of the beholder. The beholder has lizard eyes. Like literally though. Not even sort of like the beholder has lizard eyes, and I'm not even saying it like, oh wow, they're so pretty, they're lizard eyes. They literally are lizard eyeballs. So you can see them right there in the picture. Although we don't know what her real eyeballs look like. I'm sure they're actual lizard eyes, you know what I'm saying? There she is, beholder with the vomit. All right, everybody. Good show. You know, there's about a good 2.5 hours. That was pretty good. I know my other ranting part probably sucked, but had to be done, unfortunately, because there's some, I would actually almost put that in the backstabbing category when somebody, sort of give you a handshake via email saying, yeah, everything's cool now, and then they do a whole show trashing you into oblivion. So that's a really trashy type of a human being to do something like that. Hey, all right, thank you, Emily Flotilla. All right, thank you. Right at the buzzer there. Boom. Okay, so I hope everybody has a good next week. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to go over the Murdoch case again. Try to get the timeline, everything scored away. It'd be cool to be able to get some interviews with some people, so we'll try to work on that. So, all right, everybody, thank you very much. And as they always say, until next time, be safe out there.
Oh, Everybody be safe. Everybody be safe out there, right?
Oh my God. Are you still here? I thought you passed out in the corner.
Everybody be safe out there. Screw you, Gray. I don't like you anymore. You're one of the meanest people that's ever lived on the face of the earth. It's really.
Oh God. Are you kidding me?
Mary Lou, I'm gonna take over the show now. Everybody likes me more than you because you get drunk on the show.
Nobody's ever gonna like you. They're gonna like me. I'm more fun than you.
Oh boy. Okay, Mary Lou. Time for you to go to bed.
Good night.
Good night, Mary Lou. Whoa. Wow. Good night. Be safe out there.